Happy Mama's Day, number one. Fam, I'm surprised. I knew I was out of line by having conducting this program. I said, it's Mother's Day. Don't be doing that, Ronbo, because here's the thing. People's mamas ain't gonna like your booty, and a lot of wives don't already. So, you add to, fam, I'll just sneak away. You know what I'm saying? And just talk a little bit about the San Francisco 49ers. Shh, keep quiet, keep it down, keep it down, keep it down. Preseason excitement is underway. God, I can't wait to get back out of the field and just commence to kicking ass. I'm just delighted we get to beat up on the Rams early in the year. It is second week of the year. Bam! Lay down, Niners. Get your little weak butts down where you belong. I just, the thought of that is, boy, I think about that, the more excited I get. Anyway, fam, Niners DC, Steve Wilks has already proven he can steer a successful defense, which is why he's in Santa Clara to begin with. Niners may have struck gold again, no pun intended, with hiring Wilks. His honest comments to media questions was refreshing and gave plenty of food for thought as to what to expect in the days ahead with San Francisco. The media reports on the rookie minicamp sound inspiring, don't they? Tonight, we'll go to the phones after reviewing some of the interesting comments from Steve Wilks Friday's media conference moments. Also, the rookie minicamp. Always pick out a few players to talk about a little bit about them before we cut you loose on the phone to have your opinion about everything in general about the 49ers. Steve Wilks has joined the Niners with exactly the mindset most of us expected, actually. And Coach Wilks spoke on the matter during the press conference saying, quote, I think you have to embrace the success they've had here. I think it is a foundation that we all agree we wanted to keep, and I think it is an opportunity as we go through the process, which is we already have, to try to tweak things a little bit. Goes on to say, for improvement. If you talk to the players, they would tell you the same. So when it's not broke, you don't really want to try to fix it. And once again, we've had a lot of success around here, and we just want to continue to build on that. Yeah. See, because I was thinking about, the worst thing we could have done is found a coach who wants to reinstall a new program. So I said, what? Steve Wilks, he knows. He's been around, which is why I'm delighted. So we keep getting these good coaches, starting with Salah, D'Amico, and now Wilks. This guy's known for his defensive prowess. So, and with the 49ers consistently having a top-ranked defense for the last few seasons, Wilks is focused on helping a younger player succeed as the team continues its offseason program. Javon Kinlaw, here's a guy I want to see go forward. A lot of people have already labeled him a bust and want him out of here, but, sometimes some players, they just require a little patience. Maybe. Kinlaw was drafted as a number 14 overall pick in 2020, has played in just 24 of 50 possible regular season games due to injury. And in 2022, Javon landed on injury reserve with an October knee injury after a total of 6 contests. Never mind that. Wilks sees and is impressed with the effort Javon is putting in to make sure he plays a bigger role in this upcoming season. Kinlaw has just been tremendous. This is Wilks telling reporters. Kinlaw has just been tremendous this year. The day that I came in on my interview, he was working out. He has not missed a single day of off-season training. I'm excited to see exactly where he's going to be. End quote. Not only Kinlaw has dedicated extra time to proving himself this year, but so has 22 second-round defensive back, and should I say, Drake Jackson, and that according to Wilks. Wilks also added the same thing with Drake. Drake has been here all summer, working out all spring, rather doing the things he needs to do to improve his game. He's gained a lot of weight. He's in there with defensive line coach Chris Kasurik. He's just excited to see exactly what he's going to do and how he's going to progress in his second year. Yeah, man. Here's the thing. Coach, I saw a lot of talent, a lot of skill set, but someone that needs to, and he's talking about Drake Jackson, as I just talked about, get a little stronger, get a little bigger. And he's working hard. I'm looking forward to him once again and taking that sophomore leap. Yeah. So, Kinlaw and Jackson are going to be huge pieces in the days ahead, according to what Wilks is thinking. So, So, Coach Wilks will also, by the way, what I really enjoy about Wilks? Wilks is not going to be on the field. When I first saw that tweet, Wilks is going to take his operation up in the booth where he can see the field better and make more intelligent moves. As you assess what's going on the field, you can address it. And somebody came in on my tweet. Yeah, but you know what I like? I like D'Amico's energy on the sideline and firing people up. I know, but those guys are growing up now. The guys on the field know what their job is. Fred Warner and company keep people pumped up probably just as much as D'Amico. I wish Coach Wilson would take Kyle up there with him. Tony saw that on Twitter. He enjoyed that. He came in, he jived right in. It's good to see somebody with good sense, isn't it? Kyle, you can't see the field from where you sit. We're tired of reporters asking you questions. You said, no, I wasn't able to see that play. We'll see that play, Kyle. You know what? You know what would be good? If finally somebody designed some equipment where there's a screen to monitor from above, and that could be designed real overnight. Just put monitors up above, have the view right in front of you. Now I know the coach would say, I can't focus on the game and keep my eye on that monitor. Kyle, you need to see what happened. Do a replay real quick or whatever it takes. We know you're calling plays. Have your assistant take a look at the replay. He'll come back and relay the information to you so you can make some intelligent calls on that off. It's a subject for another day, because I'll go on for hours with this. I think we're going to be quite satisfied with Coach Wilks. So, hey, let's go over some of the the rookie minicamp action real quick. Started with Mrs. Moody's baby boy. Picture. Southeasterly winds, 6-mile-an-hour breeze comes off the Alviso wetlands. The sun reflected off of Jake Moody's shiny black cleats. A leather NFL-branded football lying in wait. Moody's right foot, step forth, launched that ball through the uprights. Over a net into the 49ers playing parking lot. The legend is born! You know what? I know. Too much, you can't hype it too much just yet. So before I get into too much hyperbole, too soon, because we got to see him in action first. Friday introduced the Niners rookies to their practice field. No one newbie comes with more scrutiny and with an almost assured starting role than Jake Moody. This is why, he's got to do well. He's got to do well, fam. We got to have him do well. Who tops the list of things we learned at the class of 2023's rookie minicamp, starting with Moody. Moody's first kick showed why a third-round pick seems fair for Robbie Gould's replacement. No, it won't be all sunshine and field goals forever anyway. It's going to be, that day that he does miss one, we got to stay chill. Just got to chill. Tell yourself that now before it happens. Even Jake, he said this past Thursday as a rookie class convened, I'm going to miss. It's inevitable. See, he's already letting you know I'm a human, man. I may be good, but I'm human. Right? Mentally overcoming a miss and making pressure-packed kicks is what the Niners need right away from Mrs. Moody's baby boy. Though. I mean, we can't have him, don't go shaken up and frizzled and frazzled and can't make a kick for the rest of the day like they do in Dallas. Can't have it, Jake. Can't have it. We just want him to continue to be Money Moody, as he was called at Michigan under Coach Jim Harbaugh. Oh, and Doug O'Brien, back from the 1994 third-round kicker on the 49ers' last Super Bowl winning team, says the mental hurdles are most challenging for such an NFL introduction. The toughest miss of Jay Moody's life was against Minnie in 2020, particularly his third and final miss that game. Jay Moody recalled that moment of horror by saying, quote, missed that, got yanked, didn't kick another field goal for a few weeks. That would hurt, but it was the best learning experience I had in Michigan. Dude has been literally kicking butt since. Go ahead, Jake. I got faith in you, bro. And I am mad about that third round. We didn't have a fourth round. What was going to get you? We weren't going to unless we made that move at that particular point. Other needs? Maybe. But it won't be a safety. Jair Brown is making waves in camp already, fam. And the dude ain't even starstruck or impressed by being around all them studs around him. Jay Brown has come in the locker room talking like he has been there for a while, saying things like, quote, I believe I'm a star as well. I'm just trying to build relationships with the guys. I'm trying to bring something special to San Fran. He already loves him, unquote. He already loves him some Talanoa Hufanga. He went on to say, quote, a guy you can model your game after. And Tashawn Gibson, Sr., it's amazing how a vet in any aspect of life to walk you through the same steps they went through and give you advice. Unquote. The boy's got a head on him, don't he? You keep thinking like that. I'm telling you right now, I got all the faith in the world. Fam, the Niners brass raved about Jay Brown. So much it's not inconceivable. He just may push Gibson for that starting spot the way they're talking as early as this season. Maybe not in the beginning, but at some point. If not this summer, the way they're talking now. Mrs. Brown's baby boy almost had an INT Friday and later could have unleashed an explosion on a receiver if not for the non-contact rules. According to Grant Cohn, he's already built like an NFL player. I said, what? He got, okay. Let's go down Beale Street. A decade ago, very young defensive end Robert Beale Jr. was rooting for Patrick Willis and Navarro Bowman as much as we were, fam. Today, he wants to be the NFL's next Khalil Mack. And I ain't mad at that. Oh, come on in here. Ha! Mr. Beale's baby boy knows he must bulk his 6'4" frame up. He's a light 248. That's not enough. Eat, Robert. Lift. Robert has to pump up to about 255, 260 or so. He knows, and he's on it right now. Robert is quoted saying, I set my goals high. Get in as a starter on special teams, get 5 or 6 sacks during the season. Keep building off that into next year, unquote. I like it. It's not lofty. He can do it. He slipped in on one drill Friday and then got right back up and swiftly ran it again. He'll be all right. If you see, hey, check out Lombardi. He's got all kind of clips of practice sessions. And it's funny. I seen 2 guys. I guess you get all excited. They may have watered the grass or something. Guys were falling down. I said, what are you doing? Anyway, he'll be all right. I mean, he's swiftly ran. He'll be all right. The Eagles loaded up on the past 2 drafts on defensive linemen from Georgia. Now the Niners have a Georgia Bulldog. And Bill, who said that, quote, it's going to be a rivalry, but it's all love at the end of the day. We're going to beat them, so it is what it is. I like your attitude. He fits right in. And the linebackers, oh, man, Fred Warner and Dre Greenlaw already have some huge fans. And rookies D. Winters and Jalen Graham. And Jalen Graham said this about the established linebackers, quote, I love watching NFL games and seeing how they move sideline to sideline with their speed. And Fred and Dre, it'll be half-stepping. If you don't get around that corner soon, they will be there to wait for you. Bam! It seems like there's more than 11 guys on the defense, unquote. That's how we roll, baby. You got to come on in and add to that program. Winters wants to model his game after Dre Greenlaw lined up at that weak side linebacker spot this past Friday. Winters had 7.5 sacks and 14.5 tackles for loss last year at TCU, which is not a chump school. I was asking somebody about who was at the TCU upset because I was laughing because the day before I was watching the report and said, no, I forgot the team, but TCU should be handled reasonably well. And the next day I said, where is that dude? He wasn't on the air the next day. See, I don't blame him, though. What's crazy is I didn't actually blitz a lot. This is going on with Winter. The way that the scheme was for our defense, it was simple reads, and that allowed me to react fast. It looked like blitzes, unquote. Where have you heard that before? This is the 49ers philosophy. Cut them loose. Just cut them loose. You give them a scheme, you give them a plan, but they are on their own out there. Instinct, speed, seek, and destroy. That's what it's all about. He's got that already. And the other Michigan dude, receiver Ronnie Bell, a 7th-round pick, right? Ronnie B highlighted Friday's 7-on-7 drills with nothing but multiple contested catches. Who's that remind you of? We had another pick out of round 7, didn't we? Remember that name? His mama's name is Mrs. Jennings. Ronnie B highlight. I'm telling you, and get this, one of the first to call Ronnie B on draft day was his former Michigan teammate, Ambry Thomas. Like you and me already know. Ronnie B said about on the phone call, quote, the first thing Ambry said to me was, I'm going to have to be able to block. I'm telling you, man, that's something I love, so it's something I'm excited about, unquote. You see, this is why when people keep talking about Danny Gray, I said, Danny Gray ain't blocking. You get, fam, you know about Kyle. You could be T.O. or Jerry Rice. If you ain't blocking, you ain't playing. That's just him. Richie, you know what? Richie, man, before he left, because he could play wide receiver. That's why he wasn't playing. I'm sure of it. No divas allowed, Ronnie. Everybody works. Okay. Isaiah Winstead is still hot about that fact that no teams called him until after the posted highlight of that viral video on Twitter that attracted over 2 million views. Then 3 or 4 teams called the next day, and the 49ers signed him. This is a good thing, fam. I hope he stays mad as hell. He's 6'4" with skills and mad about what he must see as disrespect. Good. Get mad, Isaiah. Stay mad. It'll give you a little more juice. Who they think they were not picking you up? Had to get a phone call a couple of days after a video posted. They didn't know? Now they will. Niners are loaded with receivers, fam. He's going to need that chip on his shoulder. Isaiah remains a long shot. But he thought he could help his cause by showing blocking skills. Again, there's that word blocking. Kyle should just announce that when you get drafted. You ready to be a San Francisco 49er? Yeah, coach, yeah. Can you block? What? I need to know if you're going to block, because otherwise I'll just never mind. Okay, yeah. That's not something they talk to me about, but I've seen it in my comments from 49er fans. We know on the video, you need to block. That's what I do anyway. I try not to worry about too much, and I'm just trying to make the team, unquote. Keep blocking, Isaiah. Block your butt off. That's what you got to do. We already know you can play wide receiver, but can you help this offense move other than just you? Let's do it. Darrell Luter Jr., the 5th-round pick, lined up at left cornerback Friday, and aside from a slip, looked ready to join a veteran defense. One of the things the Niners particularly like about Luter is his maturity. He credits his maturity to his parents' wisdom as he grew up in Hattiesburg, Mississippi. Luter has a brand new baby girl who just added to the family recently. The advice he got from the folks before his wife gave birth 2 months ago to a baby girl named Nevia, which is heaven spelled backwards. That cute? For one, the parents went on to say, cherish the moments with your baby because they're going to grow real fast, and she's definitely is growing real fast. Also, just keep them first. Make sure I take good care of them and don't let anything happen to them. Also, just being the man of the house, setting a good example for my daughter, even in general setting, a good example for anybody in the world that's watching me too. See, fam, my guess in this, why the 49ers were attracted to him had a lot to do with this. They call a lot of people in on the rug to give them interviews as to where their head is, how they think. Their whole existence can be actually added up in these conversations. My guess is Niners see a man with priorities which will keep him focused with a desire to succeed at all times. Partying will not be an issue. Jack Colanos, this is an undrafted fullback after an Oregon State career in which he also played linebacker, quarterback, tight end, and special teams. Coleno is delighted with the 49ers. Why? He was going to say just what Shanahan does with his offense. What he does with his players. How he values versatility. I believe that speaks to me. Yeah, unquote. And tight end Braden Willis has established a rapport with George Kittle already. Willis said, we've had a lot of interactions. Just texting since draft day, and I saw him today. That was good to put I've seen his face, but to see him in person, great guy, great human, great player, obviously, and I'm excited to learn from him, unquote. Willis is putting in as many smack points as he can, hoping for an invitation to next month's George Kittle Tight End University. You know it. which he co-hosted Nashville, and which fellow rookie right tight end Cameron Latu attended last year. Fam, I did get a little worried. You probably saw the clip. I saw the clip of my boy Fisher. Man, the big tackle we got, Joey Fisher, and I kept watching the film because he got that tattoo on his right calf, right? Just watching the drills. He's mean even in the drills. You know how the guy stands at the pad and the offensive lineman comes and hits him? Fisher was like, the dude is like, oh, and Fisher had to hold him up. I said, that's what I want to see. All right. I understand. Graham said he got tired, though, the other day. So I ain't going to get mad at him about that. He got wore out. He may be a little out of shape. Remember, he's been a working man for the last couple of years. So him coming in, not quite completely fresh, doesn't bother me any, because I know he's going to be fine. He's a mean man. He's strong. I can't wait. Oh, well, it's Rav. Rav, get in here.
Ronbo.
Good to hear from you, Rev. Football season's official now that you're here.
Oh, yeah. It's been a minute, but want to chime in on what's going on.
Okay.
As usual, let the Rev start this off with shout out to the man, the myth, the legend, Rambo, for giving us this platform to speak.
Thanks,
shout out
Rev.
to my 49ers family.
Thanks, Rev.
That beautiful red and gold reference, 24/7, 365. Well, got that out the way. Let's jump into it.
Let's do.
Schedule looks good. I already got my tickets for week 1 in Pittsburgh.
Right.
Going to the Philly game, going to the Jacksonville game. Trying to get my hands on tickets to the Cowboys game. Schedule looks good, looks promising. But the topic is about our defensive coordinator. One thing I will say, being a coach myself, is that his schemes when it comes to the secondary.
Detroit versus everybody. NFC Kings now.
Oh, come on, Don. Jesus. All right, go ahead. I'm sorry, Phil.
If that wasn't the funniest thing I ever heard, but okay.
God.
You can't fix stupid. So anyway, Wilks is going to bring a dynamic. He's going to push these corners and safeties to play hard, to play mean, and I like that. And being up in the booth, it gives a better edge. It sets the tone.
Yes.
I think out of anything, he gets to see more of the field to say, okay, he knows when to switch up, his packages. He does a lot of things. He does a lot of ghost packages when it comes to secondary calls, which I've taken a lot of notes and watching them so I can implement it into helping, my defensive coordinator. So I'm pleased to see that. Looking in the chat, we got the same old, talking the same old, which I laugh at. But, excited for the season, excited for our fans, excited for a new year. We got unfinished business.
Oh.
We definitely got unfinished business, especially on that one.
This is the year. They
all the
it.
Jim Everett greats in the chat talking about the Rams. Stop.
The has-beens. The never-will-be's again. It'll be 10 years
Don
for the Rams.
Burr,
man, get clowns.
We've been hearing you come in this chat talking Detroit this, Detroit that. It's the same result. We're not worried about you. You finally got an opportunity to win something now that Aaron Rodgers is gone. Texas boy, I see you in here too. So it's not a revenge game because you're not much to worry about. Defensively, I respect the Cowboys. They do have a good defense, but
they do.
I'm not worried about them. Not one bit.
And you know what? I'll just say this about that, fam. We can respect the Cowboys because they got 5 championships. The Rams, I have no idea. They think they can rest their hat on, we won the most recent Super Bowl. We're better than you guys. How you going to, what are you,
That's all they
stupid?
want to do. I saw in the chat, Ramelia Retard said LA teams have beat San Francisco in playoff games, which technically were 1-1
Yes.
playoff games.
Yes.
Just to let you know that. But
He
you know, it
knows.
is what it is. Nobody cares.
Hey,
You
we're the
know,
big brothers. You guys are more like our nieces.
we're focused on now.
Yeah.
We're focused on now, and now is everybody is 0-0. And week 1, you know, like I've said it before, and I quote this from the great Ray Lewis. I put my pads on the same way. I put my helmet on the same way. You get your ass on the field, and we about to play.
Yeah.
So we're fired up. The caller fears the Rams, Jim Everett. There's nothing to fear about y'all. I mean, it's kind of sad for you to say something, which thus I said before, you can't fix stupid. So that is stupid of you to say.
Family, there's one thing to be
I'm
afraid
gonna
of.
I'm gonna keep
lose
it
to the
short and
Rams.
sweet. But Ronbo, you know, I thank you. We thank you for this platform.
Oh, it's my
And
pleasure.
you know, let's get fired up week 1. Like I said, I'll be up in Pittsburgh, so I'll give y'all the book of champions, you know what I'm saying, week 1 from Pittsburgh. But y'all know how to do it, you know what I'm saying? In order to beat a man, you gotta beat the man.
Yeah.
Woo! Rev is out. Everybody be strong, be blessed. Rams fans, just keep being delusional and all that good stuff. Rambo, we thank you. Shout out to all my 49er fans. You know what I'm saying? Let's just stand up in the chat. Let's do what we got to do. You know what I'm saying? That's how we do it. Red and gold all day. Let's go, baby. I'll holler at y'all. Rev is out.
Appreciate you, Rev. So good here for me again. The
No
sickest
doubt.
football season. Seriously here. Talk to you later. Yeah.
No doubt.
All right, fam.
They don't like cereal.
Yeah. The one thing that does scare me about the Rams,
Well,
the
Misty tore up the
embarrassment
other cow.
of losing to them. How embarrassing is that? They do have to beat the Rams. Do not fool around and find a way for them to win.
Well, she's going
Or
after
the
the
embarrassment will
carpet.
be unreal. Hey,
So after that, they'll put it in
it's
the
time
water.
for chills in the middle of
They will
something.
if they have that.
Gabby,
That's why they don't get it.
It's time for chill. Phil.
what's up, Rambo?
Phil, man, I sit back here looking at Steve Wilks and going over some of the rookie movements and their mini camp. And Phil, looking for your assessment. How are you feeling about what you heard from our new DC and some of the guys rolling around camp looking like they're going to be keepers?
Well, he's not going to be a rah-rah guy for sure.
Yeah, he's up in the booth. Exactly. I'm not mad at that.
Yeah, I'm okay with that too. I mean, you got Fred Warner, and he's going to be the guy that's going to be getting all the guys up.
Anyway,
on the
George
sideline.
Kittle, Debo. I mean, we got guys out there.
Yeah, but on defense, Fred's the leader. So,
True.
you know, and I think our defense is going to be even better than last year.
If for no other reason but
So-
experience. Yeah.
Well, not only that, but Wilks is a guy that can coach the DBs up, and I think he's going to have a huge impact on the defensive backs.
Mm-hmm.
And D'Amico was a huge impact on the linebackers, but now those linebackers are veterans. They know how to play. They're good.
The perfect
Chris
scenario.
Kasarik owns the D-line.
Ah,
Wilks is going to own the backfield. And it's all going to come together. And Adden Hargrave, I don't think people realize how good this guy is,
they're going to.
because he commanded a double team
On every step.
every time.
Yep.
So, you know, and everybody's saying, I don't get it. Everybody's saying, oh, Philly is so great, so great. Well, they lost Hargrave. They lost 2 starting linebackers and both their safeties to free agency. They replaced them with rookies. Yeah, so they got a top draft pick, Carter.
Yeah.
But we all know how top draft picks at the defensive line may not work out.
Not immediately.
Right?
Yeah. Phil,
Not
who's-
immediately. And
They
yeah.
have a cornerback that's very porous that Debo and Ayuk were making fun of. Is he still on the
Slay.
team? Yeah. Is it Slay?
Yes.
No, they like Slay.
Yeah.
It's the other guy.
He's still on. Both of them are there.
Yeah, okay, good.
But losing Hargrave and replacing him with Carter is not an even swap. Hargrave is a Pro Bowler, an All-Pro. Carter's got he's a rookie. He may be good,
Yeah, but we
but
don't
he
know.
also may be bad.
Yeah.
So, I'm, week 13, I can't wait. It's circled on my calendar for sure.
Yes.
And so we'll see how it goes. But I like our schedule. I like our team. We'll see if Brock is healthy, but it looks like he's going to be. And
yeah, those reports are interesting.
the stars are aligned, Ronbo.
Yeah. Phil, they've always been aligned. They've always been unaligned. We've had the team. We've had the force. The other teams never stopped us. The injuries stopped us. And I understand it's part of the
no
game.
doubt.
But when a team beats you because you were hurt, it just pisses me off. I say, you know what? Now we got the Rams around here pumping their chest and talking major crap. And they know better. There's no way they beat a healthy 49er team. No way in hell. If they could, they would have
last year?
4 years before.
4 games? It takes an awful lot to go from 4 games to 16 games winning. And let me tell you, they didn't achieve it in the off season. So, in fact, they got worse. So, the Rams, at least. As for the Lions, I see Don Burr's back in the chat.
I have no idea why.
The Lions were 8-9 last year. They didn't even make 500. I mean, they may have had a good free agency. They may have had a good draft, but that's still not going to make up the difference of where they were. So they got a long ways to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Right now our competition in the NFC is Philly.
Yeah.
And I think our team has got that game circled.
That's it. Philly. Yeah. You know what?
Looking forward to it.
Honestly, Phil, I think you're right. The Lions are going to put up a fight. They'll be interesting. And you never know what's going to happen with the Hawks because, they surprised me last year. Maybe they won't this year.
Well,
but I mean, the thing is,
my take is Geno Smith has had one good year out of 10. Okay? Let's see him do it again. Okay? That's what they always say about us with Brock.
I know, right?
Oh, one good year. Let's see him do it again.
Right.
Well,
and we
same
did.
goes for Geno Smith, but Geno Smith has had 9 years of bad football. So, Brock's only had 1 year, and it was all good.
In a half a year, Phil. This is why.
Yeah.
What's being said about him is, well, they got a book on him now, and they should be able to deal with him. And he's okay, but his ceilings is pretty low. I said, how do you guys come to those conclusions? Have you seen enough to give all that negativity? I don't get that.
Well, you look at the stats. He was the best quarterback down the stretch of all of them, including Mahomes.
Yeah. So
and you got to figure, Purdy has as many wins as Goff had last year.
I know.
So
I like him.
I mean, but we've got a great team around him. We've got Christian for a full year.
And preseason
and
work.
I'm looking at good things from Kinlaw too, because I think the pressure's not on him this year.
So he can just focus on being good.
He can go in sparingly for running downs and just be a cog and a replacement and a spell giver to Hargrave.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that'll make him a lot better.
Yep.
Because he only has a few plays a game, a few snaps. Where Armstead and Hargrave are going to take up the majority.
Yeah. So just be vicious on each and every one of those snaps. Make it look like you need to get more snaps. I want to see that. The guy's a monster. He's got to get loose this year.
Yep.
So we're going to find out.
I think if the knee holds up, he'll have a good year.
Well, it's had adequate time to heal. And then Papa Dragon pointed out, your favorite guy, pointed out that it takes over a year for that kind of procedure to get back. And so he's probably going to be better than he was last year. He came in probably way too soon.
You know, in the playoffs last year. And he had some good plays. You know, in the second half of the Philly game, he played better.
Yeah.
First half, he played pretty poor.
Yeah, well.
But you know, he had some good games against Seattle. So, but I think he's going to be fully healthy, hopefully, and hopefully it holds up. And you know, I think the defensive backfield's going to get better.
So that excites me more than anything else because I already know what the rest of the guys are capable of doing. I want to know if that backfield can get any better, and I think it can with Wilks.
Yep. I mean, we lost Jimmy Ward at the slot.
We picked up Oliver, and Wilks loves Oliver.
We got some replacements. You know, and we got Womack, and we got the guy we got from Atlanta.
Yeah, that's Oliver. And you got Luter.
Yeah,
and Ambry Thomas may wake up this year. Who knows? There's all kind of competition for that spot. There's going to be some of those guys getting cut.
I think Ambry better be coming to play.
He's going to be walking on thin ice.
Because that Luter guy is pretty good.
And he's serious.
Yep.
All right, Phil. Let's.
And we got a kicker, Ronbo.
I know, right? I mean, they're going to be putting that ball in the back out of the end zone for a touchback. We don't get to hear that enough, you know.
I don't know if you saw the rookie minicamp, but he kicked his first kick.
I did
at the practice field and kicked it over the net.
I saw that. Lombardi's posted that up immediately. I was all over it. I said, "All right, look at that! A legend is born."
Yep.
All right,
now we only have to get past the 50-yard line to kick instead of the 35.
Bill, let me see you Wednesday or Tuesday. I'm sorry.
All right, Rambo.
All right, Pam. Have a great night.
Okay, you too. Bye.
Bye, Phil. And Mr. Blockeye says, not worried about Wilks. D will dominate. Now, what's your main concern for our D, if it's any? Thoughts on our schedule, in your opinion, our quarterback situation? And Mr. Blockeye, as you know, these are things that we talk about. I'm not really concerned about our defense because the defense is going to be good. Honestly, whether Wilks is there or not, that's an all-veteran core of nothing but studs. Fred Warner can run that defense. But I like having Wilks in there because he does have way more experience in coaching than Fred Warner does, and he knows what he's doing. He's going to fix and tweak things just in a way that instead of being, can you get better than number one defense? We'll see. Our schedule sucks. I don't like to travel way too much, going through all those time zones. And our quarterback situation, like you have a question mark there, there's a question mark in my mind as to what's going to happen with that too. And let's go to, E. E. E, you there? I heard something. Sometimes connections are an issue. All right. Let's go then to, because sometimes I wonder, with that defense, I look for the offense to pick it up this year too. Why? Because as I said, Christian McCaffrey was like that missing bullet. Everything will work now. Hey, Quentin. Quentin, I wonder if we're having phone issues. I heard some noise.
Rambo.
There you are. Hey, Quentin, come on in.
Hey, what's going on, brother?
Hey, doing fine.
Hey, man.
Fine. How you doing?
I love your show. You guys do such a great job with all your topics, and I just love it, man. And the first time I saw you watching In Your Face, and 49ers scoring a touchdown, and you that electricity running through your body, I've been hooked ever since.
Well, thanks, man. I'm glad you appreciate it. I've been having fun. 49ers is just fun. And I just, I love everybody, enjoying everybody on that. That's just, I think they're good.
But
go ahead.
talking about the Niners, man, our defense is going to be so crazy next year. I can't wait to see it.
Mm-hmm.
What nobody talks about, we got Hargrave, and he's going to be drawing up these double teams.
Oh.
And, man, when Bosa, he gets his new contract, we were the number one defense this year. I can't even. I don't know. I don't even know who's going to be close to us.
We just build a gap between us and the next team.
Oh, exactly.
Fear.
And nobody's going to be able to stop. Nobody's going to be stopping both. So it's going to be like 2019 all over again. Even better though,
because
both picking off passes.
Because the interior will be just too much.
Oh, I can't wait.
You remember when the graphic the stat went up that teams play the 49ers, and it just wears a team out to the point it takes them a couple of weeks to recover. Every team we played last year lost the following week, with the exception, of course, of Kansas City Chiefs. But everybody lost. They were hurt,
right.
Beat up, couldn't continue. Bam! Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Well, the offense is going to be better, too, because we're going to be playing on short fields. We're going to be playing on short fields. I'm not even worried about the field goal kicking because all we're going to be doing is kicking extra points.
Yeah. That's true, And the offense has a few months extra. If you have CMC at the beginning of the year, now they can get incorporated. Because you know how they started off a little slow last year? You got Jimmy was hanging around on another field practicing. He came in immediately, all of a sudden started quarterbacking. CMC waits a few weeks and he comes in. Now, everybody's in camp now. So from week one, the hell gets unleashed.
I can't wait, bro. I can't wait. And on the sad note, there's going to be a lot of players. This roster is so stacked. There's going to be a lot of players that are just going to get cut, plain and simple. And we hate to see them go and everything, but man, the product that we put on the field in September, oh my God. Look out, bro. Look out.
I can't wait to see this. We're going to be fun to watch on both sides of the ball. It used to be the defense was the star of the show. Now the offense is also going to be a part of that program. This is just that's why we got 5 primetime games. Next year, somebody will get flexed this year, by the way, too. Watch, Quentin. Somebody's going to get Sunday night flexed. Promise. Watch the 49ers, boy. Nobody want to watch Los Angeles and who else? Who's the star? In Arizona? They would never put that on Sunday night anyway, but still,
All you gonna hear is I hate the 49ers. They always putting them on TV.
Good.
So, but right on, Rambo. I love your show, man. Keep doing what you do, man. I love talking about the 49ers. I love listening to y'all talk about the 49ers, and yeah, here we go. Let's get that 6.
Appreciate you, Quentin. Get back in here as soon as possible. We'll be back Tuesday, okay?
I'll be listening. All right.
All right, fam. Night, Quentin.
All right.
I'm going to check in on E. I just realized conference games usually aren't played on Sunday nights, are they? No, the scheduling committee wouldn't put Los Angeles and Arizona out, knowing they're going to be bottom feeders. Hey, Tony.
Ronbo.
Tony, we're looking at our new coach, and you and I discussed him on Twitter. I know you were delighted, especially when you knew he'd be up in the booth. As I said, drag Kyle up there with you, please. And Tony was all over that. And, we're just going to have, it's going to be a different look out there on defense. Still good, but maybe even more interesting. Because D'Amico had the linebackers just killing people. Well, those linebackers don't need anybody to hold their hand anymore. They need leashes on them to keep them from hurting somebody. But now that secondary is going to step it up a notch. Oh, my goodness. Oh.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait to see the secondary under Mr. Wilks, the smartest man in the 49ers coaching staff. As soon as he said I mean, you see my post on Twitter. As soon as he said, "Oh yeah, I'm going to be watching a thing from the booth," can you imagine Ronbo if he's up there and he starts communicating down to the sideline and says, "Tell Kyle is getting killed on this side." Or,
I thought about that. I thought about that.
What do you?
I thought about that.
What do you
You know
reckon?
what? Go ahead.
What do you think Kyle's going to say? Hey, Wilks, you want to ride the bench?
That's Kyle's go-to phrase. When you step out of line, you want to sit the bench. No, you know, I just really wish Kyle, when he had Mike McDaniel up there, were his eyes. And this is why, I don't know who's up there now. It could be, God, who could it be? Because Anthony Lynn's not up there. I've seen Anthony on the sideline. I don't know who's up there, but, you know, Kyle needs eyes up there. Because I'm tired of hearing about, Coach, did you notice on that one play in the third quarter, blah, 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 blah. And, you know, Kyle's patented answer, no, I didn't see that play.
Didn't see that play.
But
like
job to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. But like a bunch of fucking idiots, we're going to watch the old 22 after the loss.
Oh, yeah.
Watch the old 22 while the game's on, mate.
Because you're right. God, you always talk about you're going to watch the film. I'll watch the film on that. Don't you need to... Because you can't tell the guys later, watch the tape on that. Listen, here's what I want you to do in the future. Try to avoid this. Try to avoid that. And what you want to do is your focus is right here. I don't want that. I don't want that. You mean an in-game adjustment, all right? Because they can't look at film at the halftime. There's not enough time.
Can you imagine if one of the players says to him, Carl, we're watching the all 22 now. Why don't you go up in the booth so we can make adjustments on the fly during the game?
I mean...
What did you say?
I mean, honestly...
You want to ride the bench too with Wilks?
Tony, you know that. I know that. I'll be damned if Kyle doesn't know that. I would like to know his reasoning behind not having that kind of observation. Kyle.
Me either. Because I'll tell you one thing, Ronbo. I know it's a different sport, but the sport's the same. It's get the rock from one side of the field to the other.
That's the objective.
All right? And there is not one NRL coach, not one, on any team in the whole competition that stands on the sideline. They're all in the box.
You know? What
all of them are in the booth.
What are you down there for? To cuss the guys off when they come off the field on a play that you've seen? No. He's got a microphone in his helmet. Cuss him out through the helmet, damn it.
Yeah, well, these guys don't wear helmets, so they've got the training staff on the sideline, you know, they run out and hand them a drink and this and that, and they just relay the message.
That's not good enough. That's not good enough. Some of the failures we've had could have been adjusted immediately. Because how many times have we seen plays being ran? That play that the Kansas City Chiefs ran on us with that wide receiver going around the side and running into the end zone, that was something that should have been adjusted the first time. It shouldn't have happened 3 times. That's just absurd.
Well, there you go. You know, it's as simple as if they run this play again, you know, be ready on this side or that side, or is well. But who are you trying to tell, mate? Who are you trying to?
I know, right? We're talking. We're talking to each other, but we need Kyle here, so we could just. Kyle would make us feel silly, though. He'd figure out a way to. Well, the reason I don't do that is because of blah 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 and blah blah blah. And here's also something you need to be concerned with. Oh, Kyle, you know that's. If you could see better, that's all we ask.
I reckon if someone as famous as Bill Walsh said something to him, he'd tell him to piss off.
You know, but Walsh was on the sidelines. But I don't know who. You know, I ain't got to look back into that, Tony. Who were Walsh's eyes and ears up in the booth? Because Bill was on the sideline.
But he would have had someone in the booth. But he's once in a generation coach, Ronbo. They don't come around every now and then, all the time.
Well, the Rams and McVay is cut from the same cloth, but I don't know why.
Me either. But, you know, it's promising what they're saying about the players. You know, was it Drake Jackson? I've seen a couple of comments on.
You know, He's getting bigger. He's getting
big
stronger.
and strong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because he just got worn out last year. It's a big boys game. We're not back in school now, fella. They come in. But,
No.
to be fair, they don't have chance to train and do what they like to do coming into the draft because they got to prepare for the draft, combine and all that other stuff. So it's okay.
And he said, Wilks, he also said he likes the way Javon Kinlaw's looking. And I went, there you go. Give the boy a chance, mate. This guy's going to impress. Trust me.
He's got to.
Just give him a chance.
I agree.
How is he not going to come out this year, Ronbo, with a chip on his shoulder?
I mean, they went and got another guy.
Huh?
They went and drafted it. They would have bought another guy and gave him a huge contract. Javon said they could have paid me with that, and they told me they're not even going to pick up my fifth-year option. Oh, he's got to be steaming. Get out there, Javon.
Javon's going to be sitting in the locker room probably replaying the Grant Cohen interview in his earphones and getting him psyched up before the game. He's going to come out mad as hell.
Whatever it takes, just bring it, Javon. You're too big and too scary not to intimidate the offensive line on the other team.
He will. I'm pretty confident that he'll just come out like a beast because he never had a chance to heal, Ronbo.
This is the thing.
You just look at it from a just a logical perspective. The guy never had a chance to heal. He was playing hurt all the time.
And Tony, it was because of the urgency of his contract about to expire. Tony, we got to stop though. Let's continue on Tuesday. As I'm being signaled the time. So I'll see you on Tuesday. Let's get back into this. All right.
No worries, man.
Appreciate
Shout
you,
out
man.
to Big Show, Puppet Dragon, and Ellis, and the rest of the 49er Empire. And see you in the next chapter.
Can't wait. Cheers.
Cheers, brother.
Hey, Mark.
Like 3 days, 2 days. I ain't getting no money. When I come back, man, that check is gonna be so shitty. That shit gonna be like $100. I'm only getting like 2 days.
Mark.
So I do get paid the day before I leave.
Okay.
I get paid the day before I leave.
Mark is talking money. Let's come back to him.
Direct deposit. Get paid around 11. Wednesday.
Okay.
Wednesday. So.
Hey, yo, Jamel.
7.
Hey, Rambo, can you hear me?
I can hear you, Jamel. Come on in.
Oh, loud and clear. Hey, man, it's been a long time since I've talked to you guys.
Since that last
you know why?
season weird ending, probably.
That's why my sister had to give me a whole new phone.
Okay.
So I'm going there, but I've been listening on my tablet and everything. So.
All right. Well, Jamel,
Yeah.
we think about you all
Yes,
the time.
sir.
We know you're somewhere.
Hey. Yeah, man, I've been in the hospital, but God he keeps me.
Yeah. And
Yeah,
that's a
he keeps
wonderful
me,
thing.
yeah.
Yes, indeed.
And he's so good. So.
There you go. That's
There
the
you
truth.
go.
Well, Jamel, we got a new coach, as you know, DC.
Yes, we do.
And Jamel, out of all the people we could have got, I kind of think we got the best guy available. I really do.
I believe that too. With his his expertise and being over there in Carolina.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think we got the right one that fits our system. So since Mr. D'Amico has left us or what have you, I think he's gonna fit right in. And the team is talking. We're gonna have some guys that's gonna get cut. We're not gonna make the 53-man, but we'll make the practice squad or what have you. It's gonna be very competitive as always. So it's like watching a TV show as the world turns, and that's happens every year. Well, why this dude got cut? Yes, he did. Like paper machete.
We're going to cut some good ball players too. I just know it. If that wide receiver, because you look at some of the position rooms we have, wide receiver room, there's not a lot of opening there.
No, it's not.
But Ronnie Bell needs to make this team, as does probably that Isaiah Winston. I don't know that
Right.
So they look exciting right now. Let's see them in preseason because they may not be as much as we anticipate, and that usually is what happens. But I'm not cutting Juwan
Yeah.
Jennings. I'm not.
No,
Ray Ray,
oh,
I like
man,
Ray Ray.
I've seen him. Oh yeah, these guys are as advertised. So yeah, no, they are as advertised. So
So I don't know. And every year we count the wide receivers and tight ends, right? We always say, can
Right.
we stand another tight end? Can we have a 6th or 7th wide receiver? You know, we do this every year because something comes into camp every year. But have we heard about any of those people that they cut anywhere else?
right,
See, I guess the
No.
Niners know what they're doing when it comes to that.
right. Just gotta trust them.
Yeah. So here we go, another time. And coach, we're gonna have a better secondary, and we already know that because as Wilks has said, I'm
Very
not
good.
gonna come here
Very
changing a
good,
whole lot
yeah.
of stuff. They're gonna be who they are, and he's gonna allow it. And I'll make some tweaks here and there, make some adjustments. I'm working on Drake Jackson and also Javon Kinlaw because I want them to contribute to make us that much more of a better team. You know, he's going to twerk things, but he's excited as we are. He's going to be sitting there watching Hargrave, Nick Bosa, and Eric Armstead, and whoever. Just that group alone, what we just mentioned, that's 4 guys. You know, that's the front line defense. Those are the starters right there.
Right.
Woo! I like it.
Yeah.
And they got depth.
I love it too, Rambo. Can't wait.
So it's just a matter of who the depth is, how good they are, how many snaps, because we still hold on to that phrase that Robert Saleh established way back in 2018. We're all gas.
Yep.
There's no breaks.
No break. That's right. Yep. Want someone let the bodies hit the floor. So. Yes, sir.
That's one of my favorite songs of all time, too.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Let the bodies hit the floor. Every time they take somebody down, that just goes through my head. Can't wait till the season gets started.
Yeah.
Oh, let me stop. Jamel, talk to me. What do you got? What else you got in your mind?
Just let everybody know, keep God close. Jesus said, "We'll cling to God, and God will come closer to you." Like I said, I've heard His voice, and He answers prayers. He loves you. He's love. Get closer to Him, and living the days that we're living in, people getting losing. People are you serious? They're trusting this, not a true living God. They're following away from God. I said. And for me and my household, we will serve the Lord. You can ask Rafe. So Rafe is just up here with me. And trying to get in contact with JJ. And he's in school, and he's doing very well.
Good.
So, yep. So, hey, I'm going to keep all y'all prayed up, man. Let's go for this season. Let's do it.
It's past due. We should have 2
Yes, it
Super
is,
Bowls
Leslie.
since Kyle Shanahan went there. 2. Easy.
At least. Yep, easily.
Well, it's all right. They're gonna iron it out, and once they start rolling, then they'll be like I could see back-to-back bowls once they get this all figured out, you know. And I see that happening within the next 4 seasons. So you know.
Oh, I see it too. I see it.
2 out of the next 4 seasons. I'm calling it right now. And that, you know what that would mean, Jamel? That would put us the elite of the elite. Because
goodness.
New England has, in Pittsburgh, Steelers have 6. New England has 6. Right?
Yep. Steelers has 6.
Everybody else
Patriots
has.
have 6.
Yeah, Tom
5.
has 7, but Patriots don't. Do you
Right.
realize 2 more rings, and we're invulnerable to all that BS Rams are talking. You know, the Cowboys, they'll be silenced for God knows how long. And you know, that's all we need. The greatest football team in the Super Bowl era. Put that on the banners out in front of the stadium.
That's right.
We got to roll, Jamel. Great to hear from him. Glad to hear
All
you're
right.
healthy, too. All right, fam. Appreciate you.
All right. We'll see you Tuesday.
Looking forward to it. Night, Jamel.
Yes, sir. Good night.
And Tommy Hutch says that the cow tricks will never win with the Three Stooges. Fat McCarthy, Lack Desktop, and Jerry Jones. Texas girl, we own you. Just quit while you're behind. Tommy, good call. Thanks for the contribution. Hey, yo, Mark.
What's up, Ronbo?
Mark, man, we're sitting there bragging about the 49ers' upcoming season before it starts. You know how we do. We're looking at our new coach. Wilks looks like he's already just tailor-made for the program. What do you think about Wilks and some of the things we've heard about in minicamp, if you want to get into that?
Well, I like Wilks. He's I think the last two callers, a couple of callers said, he's not the guy that's going to just, like D'Amico, get hyped. More of a soft-spoken kind of guy.
Wait, did you say like, wait, Mark, did you say like D'Amico? D'Amico's loud as hell.
Yeah.
You mean,
He's not like.
Oh, not like.
No, yeah. Wilks is
misunderstood.
soft-spoken. Yeah. He's a soft-spoken type of coach. So, yeah, the secondary is just what I'm worried about. But I think he'll get it in order. Like you said, he should just let those guys be, the D-line and the linebackers, just let those guys be them.
Mm-hmm.
And just kind of,
keep
them in order. But
yeah, well, Kasurik's going to have those guys rolling. Yeah, no worry about that front line D.
So I like the Wilks pickup. I just hate having to lose a defensive coordinator every single year.
I know.
Hate it. Oh,
if we can't be number one again, or they're gonna pick him off. You know what? Wilks sounds like he may not be interested in rolling around to another team so soon. I think we can get a minimum of 2 years out of him.
Yeah, 2 years. Just because he's already been a head coach, so he's kind of not,
And maybe you don't feel like stressing out with that anymore. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
Ronbo. So, I'm about to get the tickets for that Washington game and the Philly game.
Ooh, yeah. That Philly game.
Yeah.
Washington's going to be a
But I'm already prepared. Yeah. Cousin was like, cause he's a Commanders fan, so he's like, make sure you, bring some type of weapon, to the stadium. I said, I already have it covered.
I know, Philly, man.
I'm not
You're
messing with
Philly, right?
Yeah, I ain't messing with Philly.
Philly's.
Yeah, I ain't messing with the Philly fans.
They got some personal issues, They just, I don't know who they think they are. The Raiders used to have that problem too. They can, hey man, we right across the bay, man. Y'all just get be. What are you thinking? Ain't no punks over here. And they started up. They stopped though recently before they left town.
Yeah, I got a short temper, so if they try to scream in my face or big play, I'll probably get pissed off.
Oh yeah,
so,
come on, man. It'll be all right.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the 49ers are good. I've seen a few clips of the guys in camp. They look good.
Mm-hmm.
Good.
They do. We got some guys that already look pro ready, which is and that was coming from Grant. Grant doesn't hold back on criticizing people. He said Luter looks pro ready. He said Jair looks pro ready. He likes Ronnie Bell. I mean, he just talked about some of the guys that already look like they fit right in right away.
I can't wait to see Ronnie Bell. That's what I want to see. Ronnie Bell.
So he made several uncontested. I mean, very very contested catches, and he came up with it. I've always wanted to see receivers that win at the peak of the leap. Not just run a position or run to a spot and make a catch. No, I want to see if you can get a ball that the defender's right on you and you win. So,
Oh yeah, and another thing, Rambo, what's up with all these
clowns in the chat?
These sports fans, these sports fans having us losing the division to Seattle. Like we didn't just beat them 3-0 last year.
It's to me, that is such a phenomenon. I don't know what Seattle's done to take a leap like what they're talking about. This is just, I don't know. I have no idea. If you look at it, it doesn't make any sense. I mean, they picked up a couple of new players.
They've always counted the Niners out. Yeah.
Yeah, no matter what we look like. Harbaugh, we got picked for the Super Bowl when Harbaugh was here. That last couple of seasons, and that when that season we finished 500 Harbaugh's last year, we were picked to return to the Super Bowl. But ever since then, look for the Niners to finish blah 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 blah. Nothing nice. Every year.
All right. It's annoying.
Yeah, that's fine.
So, yeah.
We're favored in every.
Yeah, I don't really have nothing. Yeah, I don't really have nothing for you tonight, but I do want to. I do want to hear you say the Trent Baalke thing about Trey Lance.
About Trey? I don't know. What would Trent say about Trey? Well, the thing is, one of the reasons why I don't like to go for quarterbacks in the first round is due to the fact that I don't know what to expect, and it's a very, very important position. And everybody will blame me if anything goes wrong. I want to remind everybody that the quarterback position is a shot in the dark. Some of those guys picked in the top 5. Every year you look at the percentages, and most of them don't make it. That's why I stay the hell up out of the first round. He does. Trent really doesn't like to pick up first-round quarterbacks. And remember, A.J. Jenkins broke him up from taking first-round receivers, too. They picked up Colin Kaepernick, what, second or third round? You know?
Yeah.
Seriously, Mark, I'm serious when I say, though, picking up a first-round quarterback is scary, especially because usually you need to trade up to get him.
Right. Yeah.
And he's got to come in gangbusters, or you got a problem. Because look at what happened to us. Trey's coming in. He may be a good quarterback, but we haven't had a chance to see it yet because he's been hurt, right?
We don't know what it is.
And then round 7, the last guy in the draft, Mark, he comes in. And if they don't break his arm, he could be in the Super Bowl. Oh!
Yeah, that's crazy.
That is insane.
Yeah, I mean, I think that whole situation was mismanaged by Kyle and John about, we were supposed to get something for Garoppolo, and, we were supposed to get something for Garoppolo. But I don't blame them trading up for Trey. But, God damn.
But what happened afterward, that was painful. He's out for 2 seasons. He's on his way back now. And he's like, may as well be a rookie. He's had no time.
Yeah. Trey.
Anyway.
It's scary.
We'll see.
It's scary.
He may bust butt. We'll see him in practice.
Yeah.
He had to learn something watching anyway.
All
right, Mark. Appreciate you, fam.
Give me an honest shout out, and
I'll
be on my way out.
Mark, see you Tuesday, fam.
All right, Ronbo.
Night, fam. Oh yeah, no. Somebody said twerk or tweak. What is a twerk? I don't even know what that is. Hey, KC.
Mama.
Casey.
Yo. What's shaking?
Casey, man, we're looking at our new coach, man. The guy looks, I like that look in his eye, that seriousness. I like D'Amico and Robert Saleh. Remember Robert Saleh had a guy that they paid to keep a leash on Roberts, keep him off the field so we don't get any penalties. And then you got D'Amico doing all kind of acrobatics on the sideline every time the 49ers make a play. Meanwhile, Steve Wilks says, I'll be up in the booth watching things closely where I can make adjustments. I ain't playing. I'm here to win ball games. Hey, between the 3 extremes, I think we're gonna like Wilks.
That's interesting. I didn't know that he was gonna be up in the booth, but yeah, man, I really like his first press conference. He got me ready to run through a brick wall.
I tell you, that's what you got to do.
I'm a little TO'd right now, Ronbo, because freaking just lost his 2-teamer in the final 30 seconds of this Vegas Knights hockey game. Had the Knights in the under, and they hit a goal on the empty net. So I'm kind of bummed. But I figured I'd tap in. I figured I'd tap in with the Reverend Rambo, and lift my spirits
Absolutely.
up
God bless you, my
on this
son.
Mother's
Hey,
Day. I know you had a great Mother's Day, Ronbo.
oh yeah, it's all about the eating. But listen, Casey, let me ask you this though: Did you take the NBA game today by any chance? Or
I
do you
didn't know there
stay
was
you
an
stay
NBA
out of
game.
the? No, you told me about this. You stay out of the NBA, don't you?
I didn't know there was an NBA game.
Well, as a matter of fact, the 76ers didn't either, as it was Game 7, and they melted like ice cream. And what's his name? Tatum just lost his mind out there. He just beat the 76ers to death. But anyway, we're not here to talk about the Sixers and the
That's
Celtics.
interesting. I thought that game was tomorrow, but that's what I was thinking would happen. So it was Jason Tatum's time to shine.
Damn.
And
Somebody somebody must have told Tatum, man, you know what? If you just play, y'all could win. Say what? Man, I'm Jason. I'm
yeah,
damn.
so
You know who I am? Well, go ahead and show everybody. And he did. Hang.
the Celtics and the Heat.
Yeah, Celtics versus.
The Heat.
Oh yeah, Heat.
So
Ooh.
I mean,
The
I
Heat.
hope it's the Nuggets, but I feel like somehow it's going to be the Lakers.
Yeah, LeBron James. He kind of, if he's not beating you up
It's all about
himself, he
who's
kind of
playing the
wills his
best.
team to win. I don't see. But you know what? Jokic is.
Yeah, man. Frankenstein is my favorite player to watch,
I mean, he
and I
doesn't.
think the Nuggets
The dude
are the
can't.
safe bet. But
I mean, he doesn't jump. He's not.
he doesn't have to. He just pulls it for the three. He doesn't even no one even tries to block his three. He just decides that he's going to take it. He's like, I will shoot a three right now, and it will go in.
Thing is still 7'1". You're out there shooting threes,
Yeah.
and then when he runs up to runs through the paint, it throws that little floater up, and it drops through like a teardrop through the. I'm sitting there watching that thinking, he's not displaying any athleticism or anything like that, but he is definitely getting it done. Look how many rebounds he gets for a guy that doesn't jump. He is
His
amazing.
awareness is off the charts. He reminds me of another superstar white athlete in Jeff Garcia who had great awareness. My man, Jeff
Jeff is
Garcia, man. Shout
Latino.
out Jeff Garcia.
Okay. Yeah.
Is he really? Is he Chicano?
Yeah.
Oh, he is. Hello. What am I
Yeah.
saying? He must be, right?
Yeah, Garcia.
Yeah. Hello.
Hey, but you know what?
Hey, so we got the Jose Cortez replacement, Jake Moody, or what's his name? Who's the
Jose Cortez. Oh, you mean
who's the
Zane
kicker?
Gonzalez? Yeah, Zane,
what happened to him?
well, nothing yet. But I mean, Zane's going to be in camp, I guess.
Yeah.
The 49ers are still going to keep Zane on speed dial in case something goes wrong, because they got to train him up and get him ready and see how we work. He's got to get familiar with everybody. So
I like what they have in Moody.
Yeah.
From what I hear.
Yeah, Moody looks good already.
Yeah.
So I think we're gonna be okay. I did what Grant wrote down a report on Joey Fisher, saying Fisher was the only guy in camp that didn't endure the entire workout. Joey got tired. I watched what Joey did though. Joey was busting butt in the drills. I mean, he looked just like he looks in a game. The guy that was holding the pad in front of him just got mauled. And
well, Rumble, I get tired watching those drills too. I mean, I can't imagine what these athletes go through. They're tough drills. I mean, this is what it's all about. I was walking up the hill last night, and you know who I felt like, Ronbo? I felt like Jerry motherfucking Rice walking up this hill, thinking, you guys don't have it like me. You don't want it as bad as me. This is what it's all about. It's about that fourth quarter. That's what I thought about walking up that hill. Who wants it the most? And,
JK, you should start running. What you want to do? When I was living in Berkeley, there was a hill over near. I used to live near UC Berkeley. There was a hill that I used to love to run. Well, Casey, that hill is so steep. It's right near Telegraph. You're running up that hill. You can almost see the street. Your legs are down here, and you can see the street right there. It's so steep. I said, your thighs are just burning as I'm running up there. I'm going to make this. I'm not stopping, damn it. I'll die on this hill. I don't care. You got to have that attitude.
I should go running, Rambo. We should all go walking and running. And now that it's spring, there's a lot of nice grass out. And yeah, man, hit the beach. Go run in the sand.
You know, running in the sand is a
Lay
good
by,
workout too.
I might lay by the bay. I just may. What do you say?
I like what you did there though. Laying by the bag. I gotta stay.
Rambo, you ever watch Happy Gilmore?
I've watched that film at least 15 to 20 times. Puts me in tears every time I watch it. God, that's funny.
Grizzly Adams did have a beard.
But what's the name should have got an Oscar for that? You know, but you can't get Oscars for that kind of
Yeah.
movie. But Adam
It's funny
Sandler.
to see Adam Sandler's career. He has an interesting career. You know, he's like a semi-pro basketball player. He's an interesting man, that guy.
Golfers don't get pissed off. Gilmore does.
Hey, Ronbo, I heard you. I had the Oilers game on over the caller when you were singing "Let the Bodies Hit the Floor." Did I hear that? Did I hear that right? I thought I heard you do a wonderful rendition of that.
I love that song, man. Think about that. Every time I see the 49ers, every time the 49ers take somebody down, the first thing that goes to my head is that tune. Bam!
Did you ever listen to Linkin Park, Rambo?
All the time.
Oh man, hell yeah! Rest in peace, Chester.
Chester.
One of my favorite singers of all time.
I mean, that dude could range.
His range was just phenomenal.
And he could hold it for long periods of time.
Yeah.
Rage Against the Machine.
I wish I could have seen him. Yeah.
God.
So many great bands.
Yes, it was. Okay, so we talked about everything but the football team, but I like that.
That's right,
we got to go now.
San Francisco 49ers. Oh,
you're gonna win tomorrow, Casey.
Okay, shout out to Brunskill. Yeah, we taking another W tomorrow for sure.
No. I'm not your parlays. You'll be fine.
You know I rebound.
I know.
Yeah.
All right, fam.
I was born in '91. Shout out Dennis Robin.
It's a good year. Vintage. Good night, Case.
The Reverend Rambo. Happy Mother's Day.
Say, happy Mother's Day, fam. All right. Hey, E.
What's going on, Rambo?
E, man, was sitting looking at Coach Wilks. Said, man, me and the players both agree if it ain't broke, don't be trying to fix it. We're going to just get a little better here and there, make some adjustments and tweak it up a little bit. We're going to be okay. So, you know, I'm telling you right now, it is going to be, we ain't going to be losing no ground because of Keith Wilks, or Steve Wilks. I don't know who's Keith Wilks. Keith Wilks is a basketball player. Steve Wilks, man. What do you think about the coach and some of the things we've heard about some of the rookies in minicamp?
I think we're doing good. It's kind of still early, so I kind of not like.
Yeah, can't jump too far to a conclusion, yeah.
Yeah, they said one of the linemen couldn't finish the thing.
Yeah, that was Joey.
Fisher?
Yeah.
Who? Yeah, Joey. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, Joey hadn't played no ball in a couple of years, so his conditioning is going to be a thing. But he's in camp now. He'll get in condition. He knows what he's got to do. Anytime a man can throw up 225 pounds 40 times, it's not about anything more than conditioning because he just needs to get his wind up. Damn. 40 times. Oh, my God.
I heard he had a good, that 225 picking up.
Whew, man. But anyway, you know, you look at some of the guys, Luter and Bell. Bell had a great day workout. And, of course, Jair. Man, everybody, I understand everybody in the front office and everybody else loves them some Jair Brown. Brown came in already looking good. You know, he may end up replacing Deshaun at some point because if we're not going to want to get a good look at him and get him up to speed as soon as possible,
Mm-hmm.
you know, it'll be interesting to see what happens to him. But it is the NFL, and it's not the same as where he just came from. So he's going to have to get used to the speed and things like that, you know.
Can you see the chat, Ronbo?
Let's see the chat. Yeah. You mean our chat? Oh, I'm always watching it.
Yeah.
It's entertainment in itself.
Can you see the E-Nice?
You're E-Nice. I've seen you for a long time. I didn't know that was you. Yeah.
I didn't think so. Yeah. Can you see that lady on my lap?
Yeah, is that you writing that comment?
Yeah.
Wait, let's go. Oh, there he is. Eli's. Who did woman on my lap? That's Eli 023. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who is that lady?
Do you know who she is? Can you see it?
It's too small and it's kind of dark from the avatar.
All right. I was trying to make it where I can see it from
Wait
the
a minute.
picture.
Production's trying to blow it up for me. Hold on a second. But
I figured you're around my age, so you probably wouldn't know who this woman is.
wait a minute. It's still a little dark. I can't see the face. I can see you with the lap, the person on your lap. But her face profile, if I didn't know better, it looks like Rihanna, but it can't be Rihanna.
Nah, it's not her.
Who is that?
It's an old. Should I tell anybody it? Vanessa Del Rio.
Ah, yes. What are you doing, Vanessa Del Rio, on your lap?
I'm down with Jimmy G.
Oh, you one of them, huh?
Yeah, I'm down with Jimmy G, baby.
We'll leave that at that.
That was a long time ago, man.
Well, that's okay. We're not going to hold that against you. And good on you. I'll remember that. Well,
yes.
We're looking at the coach that we got now, DC. Hopefully, we can have him more than 1 year, and also some of the guys in camp already looking good. I'm a little worried about Joey, but he'll get in shape. Otherwise, from what I've seen from him, he'll be fine. And those guys we got from the big time schools, they coming in looking like big time. We'll segue into the NFL kind of quickly. So what are you thinking?
Mm-hmm. Same thing you saying, man. We just gonna let it play out. I think Brian gonna do good if he comes in, do the quarters, sub in. I think he gonna make a mark on this defense this year.
Which would really be nice, because this way we know. Because Deshaun will be here next year. Deshaun will be turning, what, 33?
Something like 31, 32, something like that.
I think he's already 31 or 2.
Retire this year, I thought.
He's what?
He was supposed to retire this year, but I think he came back for this 1 year.
He was thinking about it, and then the 49ers talked him out of it. They didn't know they was about to draft Jair Brown, and he came in starting. So, this season can't get started fast enough so we can slap the Rams in week 2 so they can shut the hell up. We had to go through this last year, the year before. The Rams, they're very confused about their status in the NFL. They actually think they're on par with the 49ers. Rudy runs through Twitter saying the most outrageous things you've ever heard from a man that's been watching football as long as he has. They equate recently having won a Super Bowl, that puts him on the same level with the 49ers as one of the better teams in California. How many times did we beat that team? Now they think, oh yeah, y'all win all the regular seasons. We always win the big ones. No, you don't. You're never in the big one. Y'all are in the big one every now and then. We're 1-1 in them games. Don't be taking no. You're not the best. And they're steady trying to sell that for people who don't know. That is so bizarre. Own them for how long?
If you listen to a Dallas fan, they the best. If you listen to a Giants fan, they the best. All fans don't think their team's the best. So I'm not paying no.
But they don't have no numbers. If you put the stats across the screen, it doesn't say that. So what are you talking about? Stop lying. They want to be
lightweight.
They want to be like us. I know. I feel bad for them. In our lifetimes, they'll never catch up. Even if we don't get another trophy, they'll never catch up.
Did you hear when Purdy's coming back?
Who? Brock?
Purdy.
Kyle's talking like he'll be back in week 1. He's coming to training camp.
Somebody said week 10 or something.
No.
That's why I didn't understand. I think I heard it wrong. I think I heard that wrong.
When did you see that? Kyle says he expects him back for training camp. That's coming up in next month.
That's what I thought. Yeah, something around that time, like week 1 or something. He might be in there week 4.
Yeah, it's probably still the same as far as getting out on the field and starting. They want, you know what? They'll better be able to assess what he looks like in about next month, and then they'll be able to look. But right now, it's all guesswork.
Yeah. I
So,
want to see what Brandon Allen gonna do.
Who?
That Brandon Allen guy, or
the tight
the
end,
other quarterback.
No, no, wait. You're talking about Darnold.
No, not Sam Darnold's one after him.
Brandon Allen.
Yeah,
have a quarterback
something
named
like
Brandon.
that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm almost positive that's the name. They signed him off the free agency.
Oh, okay. You might be the UDF. Oh, we just picked him up the other day. That's right, last week. Okay. I don't know. I will have to wait. We got to go though. We ran a clock. I'll tell you what. Let me see you Tuesday.
No doubt. You know, I had to come mess with you today.
I'm
right?
glad you did. I love that photo, by the way.
That's what's up, man. I'm down with Jimmy G.
Have a good. I'm calling you Jimmy G. Jr. Have a good night, fam.
You too, Ronbo. Be good.
Thanks, fam.
Like, subscribe, comment. Be good.
Thanks, Steve. He is Nice Anderson.
Yeah.
What's up, man? It's going down.
Anderson, man, we're sitting there bragging about the team we got and the new coach and how we gonna continue to dominate defensively. You know what I'm saying?
I love the car. Our secondary gonna be so beastified. Man, and see the line. We ain't gotta worry about the line. We ain't gotta worry about the line because they gonna do their job.
I mean, they're always gonna keep a good line as long as Lynch and Shanahan are together in San Francisco. We're always going to have a defensive line. That's what they do. That's what their philosophy. You kill a team by killing their quarterback offensively, and you play defense.
I mean, but the only thing I hate with the whole number 1 defense thing that kind of pissed me off.
What's that?
But we ain't hurt nobody. We got hurt. We ain't hurt nobody.
Oh, we never do.
That's the shot. That's the shit. Like, man, we ain't hurt nobody.
Anderson, we never do. We were talking about that last week.
Bosa got 22 sacks, but damn, ain't none of the quarterbacks get hurt. They still got to go. It's like, you ain't doing that.
Bosa's a good guy. You can see his technique. He's not trying to kill the quarterback. He's just trying to lay him down.
Man, fuck that.
Break his neck.
I mean, they hurt our quarterback on, and then we go through all them dudes, and come on, man, we supposed to win, man. We supposed to win. I lost $1,000 again. We supposed to win.
You're supposed to be $1,000 up, not down. So yeah,
man. It's 3 Super Bowls we should have.
No, seriously.
Mistakes.
Because the Eagles weren't going nowhere. I mean, what's his name? Looked scared to death when he came around that corner and saw them 49ers waiting on him like they knew exactly where it was going. And the Rams, give me a break. The Rams know damn well they escaped to win a Super Bowl. They did not.
Job. And you know what? I ain't heard from him since.
Who? Okwaski?
Yeah, I ain't heard from him since. I'm like, that's going to harm him.
It did. 49ers didn't even think about calling him to re-sign him. I think he went, I forgot which team he went to, but he didn't last there very long. I feel bad for Kwaski. Anderson, Kwaski gave us a lot of good plays in a few years.
Yeah, he did.
One mistake. It was critical, but, I feel bad for him.
But you know what?
That's the way football is.
The running back, the running backs, it's the running backs. Oh my God, the running backs is gonna be on. Hopefully, Mitchell don't be in and out like he always be. Cause him and McCaffrey combination with I want to see Mason get the ball more, and I want to see what's the dude name Kaplan, the undrafted dude.
I was getting ready to mention him. I've heard that dude is a bad mofo. You know what? they always can find an undrafted running back that's just pure hell. Look at Jordan Mason. They didn't let him play, but Jordan Mason ain't no joke. And this dude they're bringing in now, if I'm just so glad they didn't draft nobody this year. Stop it. Stop wasting them draft picks on running backs.
Oh man, we gonna have a good. Well, we gonna be a bomb team. We gonna be number one all around. And then I want to see, man, Ronald Bell. I want Ronald Bell and Danny Gray on the field with Brandon Ayuk. Oh man,
you know. Well, Ronnie Bell better pick up his blocking skills. I think that's what's going on with him.
But I mean, other than that, there's 2-4-3 speed. There's two dudes we got this 4-3, right? Danny Gray and Ronnie Bell. Huh?
And Bell can track.
Yeah.
You watch some of the plays he made in school. Matt Bell, he'll track it. He knows right where to go.
Yeah, but I'll have them on the field at the same time, man. Oh man, y'all take top off
routes,
just
left and right side.
Yeah. Oh man, but like I say, the secondary, man. Oh man, we gonna be. They was talking about Luda, with them cornerbacks because he got the long arms. Because they were saying he was getting them boys.
Yeah. Demo may be in trouble. You know how big a Demo fan I am. Demo might be in trouble.
Yeah. Debo working out, getting bigger. They say he getting bigger.
Really? Demo's he's small, but man, I like the way Demo just has will. He's got drive. That boy. I mean, hey, Charles, I know you listen, Charles. Demo. He's such an underdog. I'm pushing for him, you
know? Yeah, I love me some Debo, too. Because, see, we're on the cool. It was because of him we went to the Super Bowl in the first time.
Or picking off Dak?
Well, Kansas City, when we played Kansas City on the
cool.
Hey. Because of Emmanuel Sanders.
No.
Debo did.
But you know what?
Did a lot of work.
Anderson, I'm talking about not Debo. I'm talking about Diamador Lenore. You know, so when you mentioned Demo is I'm pushing for him because he did such an interestingly good job last year. Everybody looked at him. He too slow. He too small. He ain't got no business back there. And I says, well, yeah, but he's still making plays. Nobody
he did. He made a lot of plays. I'm glad he did what he did against the Cowboys.
Pick Demo. Bam! Oh, look at that.
But and then who was that? Cameron Luda. He gonna be a good extra block. They say.
Oh yeah.
For blocking because his size.
He was.
So it's gonna be good. And Braden Willis. So I'm like, then we gonna have room for all these people.
No. And that's what's really scary.
Got a lot of good players.
That's what's really scary. Everybody's not making
none of them. Because I know Pete Carroll, he's sitting back there waiting, like got his binoculars looking. So I'm like, one of y'all, I'm gonna get one of y'all. I'm gonna need one of y'all.
Pete don't even have to draft. He can just wait to see what the 49ers get rid of. He'll put him
chewing that same piece of gum
from 2013. I know.
Yeah. Sure. Man, I'm ready for some Niner football, man.
We ain't got long to go. These preseason games coming real quick here. Anderson, we got to go, fam.
Yeah. For sure.
See you Tuesday.
Oh, yeah. I'm calling in, man. I'm calling in.
Looking forward to it, Anderson. I love the frequency you're calling in these days, too. Love it. See you Tuesday.
Oh, for sure.
All right, man.
Shout out to Empire. I love you. Going down.
He is. Our dude in Texas, Anderson. Night, Anderson.
Already.
Hey, yo, Steven. Rome. Marketing Pro must be here somewhere. Anytime a Ram fan says they're going to win 12 games, hey, Steven. Steven might be tied up right now. Roman's got him in a headlock. Hey, Merrick.
Hey, Ronbo.
Merrick.
Been a minute.
Yeah, we missed you a couple of, yeah, that's right. Merrick, how you doing? Everything all right? Happy Mother's Day.
Good. Just been busy. Thank you.
There you go. Yeah, it's a good thing. It's a good thing. So, Merrick, we got a new coach, Steve Wilks, and he had a press conference Friday. And, he's looking like he is the man for the job. I'm certainly glad we got him. Because I was nervous about who they were going to pick up for the DC. And remember, on a lot of social media, we were already talking about Steve Wilks before they picked him up. Because I don't know who else was out there that could keep the, because Dan Quinn is going to stay where he is in Texas for reasons unknown. So, yeah, we got the right guy. Hopefully we can keep him for a couple of years because you know how our defense is. They dominate, and then the coach leaves.
Yeah.
So we're looking forward to having another dominating year. So I think he's going to stay a little while, though. He's already been a head coach twice, actually, I think. Well, once with the Arizona Cardinals, and he played his heart out with the Panthers, and they didn't appreciate it, and they went and got Reich for reasons I don't know.
Wilks was into unfortunate jobs. He got fired after 1 year with the Cardinals, and he bought the Panthers, but got fired as well.
Yeah, hey, Merrick, it's funny. And then they went and got the guy with the sunglasses, and he brings in Kyler Murray, and Murray is out, and Cliff Kingsbury is. Where's Cliff Kingsbury? I forgot where I was laughing at where he ended up.
Last I know, he's in Thailand. But I'm not
that's
true.
right. That's what I heard. He's out in Thailand visiting those girls who may love you for a long time. Hey, Cliff. What about the NFL? You going to get a job this year? So, funny stuff. But, I tell you, I think we're going to be okay. We got our secondary is what Wilks is pretty much, his expertise is with the secondary. He's a good defensive coach, period, but, his secondary is what he likes to do the most because he was a defensive secondary person himself. So,
Yeah.
Oh, you know about our front line already. We're going to be good, man. We're going to be good.
Yeah, and our linebacker is already coached up very well, so hopefully Wilks is that final piece to coach up our secondary.
God, does it get any better than that? My God. Got Chris Kasurik. God, Chris Kasurik. Who's our linebacking coach now, though? Fred Dre.
I'm not sure who it is.
Who is the linebacker coach now that I think about it? Chris can handle that if he feels like it. Yeah. Both fine. Defense, I expect great things from them again this year. So, and also, hey, by the way, Coach Wilks is going to be up in the booth. None of this on the field stuff where he misses things. He can do all his orchestrating from up high where he can see it. Good.
Yeah. Sometimes I wish Kyle had a quote-unquote OC up in the booth as well to help him out.
All the time for me, Merrick. There's no need for Kyle to be sitting on the sideline showing all his emotions and expressions. If I need somebody to yell at the refs, I bet you Kasura can yell at the refs better than Kyle can, So
I think he has to be on the sideline because he's the head coach. I think you can get someone to act as an OC and be up in the booth to help him out.
You got to run the show. That's why we had McDaniel up in the booth. It was perfect. McDaniel knows exactly what he's doing and what he sees, how to analyze it and how to treat it. So, and that's why he was Kyle's right-hand man for all those years, going back for double-digit years together. So we're going to be okay.
So yeah, I still think we're going to be probably one of the, if not the top NFC team this season. There's really only like two other teams that could compete, which would be the Eagles and maybe the Seahawks after that. It's a big kind of...
Gets a little big, Merrick, now that you mention it, who's going to come out of nowhere every year there's a team. Now, I've been telling everybody for the last 2 years, guys, do not overlook the Lions. As bad as I hate for Don Burr, y'all gonna give me some respect now. Okay, but see, when you're that bad for as long as the Eagles have been, and you get a lot of first-round picks, of course, you finally will start to emerge. And that's what they've done. I am concerned about the Lions. You know, they just
The
picked up.
Lions and Giants could be a surprise team as well.
No surprise. The Giants were good last year. They moved up a notch. They got a couple of draft picks. You know, and let's see who else. Look for New Orleans. I look for the Saints is just that kind of team. Well, they don't have
New Orleans
Peyton.
is a possibility.
Well, they don't have Peyton
So
anymore.
I don't know what's going to happen with Alvin Kamara. Because he's
You
got
know,
that old legal stuff going on.
I know, man. Picture that guy. It kind of bothered me. Also, they got that all world tight end, wide receiver coming back next year, but he can't stay healthy. Cook has got some issues. Not Cook, but what's that guy's name? That Pro Bowl wide receiver. He should be back next year.
Michael Thomas?
Smitty doesn't believe in the Lions. I'm not. All I'm saying is they look a lot different than they did 2 years ago. That wide receiver.
The Lions really need to work on their defense. So their defense is really bad, and they didn't improve it much.
Yeah.
And I still don't know why they drafted a running back in the first round. Like,
See, Merrick, this is what I'm talking about when I say organizations that don't have the good sense to know how to build a team. This is why, when you look at the 49ers, why I don't want to see that group broken up. Because even though we hem and haw and squeak about some of the things they do, usually they're going in the right direction. We remember every year we were crying about, oh, not another defensive. Oh, come on, we don't need a defensive lineman. Merrick, yes, we did. We did. All right? So I like the sexy pick like everybody else. You know, I want a wide receiver. You know, I want a tight end. You know, we saw these premier names go by every year. I would have liked to have that. But in the grand scheme of things, you need to be able to kill the other team. You really do. And you do that, and you got a guy like Kyle Shanahan, even though he doesn't get a lot of love these days, running your offense, you're probably going to be okay, and it shows. You know, we failed in the NFC CG a couple times for reasons, everything but the team was outplayed. We were never outplayed. Something weird happened, you know?
yeah, most of the time it's been freak injuries.
Yeah. You can't keep going into games with people out, and you can't have your quarterback killed minutes into the first quarter. So, you know, the Bears, are the Bears going to be an issue this year?
They might be like a wild card contender at best, but I don't think they'll be an issue. I think they got another year or two to build up their team.
Yeah.
Vikings. But I don't really believe in Justin Fields much. He's good at running around, but he's not that great at passing the ball.
Well, they gave him some receivers. Who's playing with? They gave him some better receivers this year, from what I remember.
I know they got DJ Moore from the Panthers, and they got Chase Claypool in a trade earlier, and they still have
Claypool.
His name Mooney, Darnell Mooney.
Oh, that's right. I don't understand what would make a team get rid of Claypool. I wanted Claypool in the draft.
I guess he had attitude problems, and he wasn't doing very well.
Well, yeah, it was probably for the attitude, like you mentioned. I didn't know about that. All I know is that first year he was the Steelers, right?
Yes.
Yeah, that first year Claypool just couldn't be stopped. He says, "See, why do we never get a receiver like that?" And you know, everybody, because we don't have a quarterback. Well, you know what? I don't care. I want that receiver, and I want receivers like that. You know, so damn it. Theirs might be a little different. Man, we did it again. I thought we just got on and we got it. We're off. We ran out of time. I gotta let you talk more, Merrick. I'll see you Tuesday, and I'm gonna be quiet and you're gonna talk. All right.
All right. Hey, Ronbo, can I get a birthday shout out?
Is your birthday today? Oh yes.
It was yesterday.
Happy 99ers birthday to Merrick. Happy 99ers birthday, Merrick. Happy 99ers. Merrick. Happy birthday, pal. I'll see you Tuesday.
All right. See ya. Thanks.
You're welcome, pal. And just you check out Steven. Hey, Steven.
Hey, what's up, Rambo?
Steven, man, I was looking for you in Rome a minute ago. I figured Rome had you down in a hammerlock and you couldn't get away.
Yeah, right now he's got himself a wooden spoon and a bowl.
There you go.
So he's having all the fun.
Hey, you got that kind of spoon with a curve in it. That always made me laugh the most. Because babies grab the spoon with one hand and they grip it with a fist. So the person who designed
that's exactly what he's doing.
The
You can hear him in the background a lot clean.
I love it. The person who designed that spoon was brilliant. I wish I'd have thought of that. Because he holds it like that. The spoon's curved this way. So when he goes into this, he can get everything. That's so funny. Oh, I get amused by the damnedest things. Hey, but Steven, you checked out our new coach? Did you see him on Friday?
Steve Wilks?
Yeah. Yeah, what do you think?
I knew he was a good, solid pick from the moment the Niners picked him up. I knew there wasn't going to be anything really going south. If anything, it was going to be more going up. If I would have picked anyone else, I mean, yeah, I could see kind of a little bit of skepticism, but not Steve. No, his mindset, the way he plays, is very similar to how the Niners play. He's a very headstrong coach. I'll put it like that.
Intense. You can see it in his face. The guy's really intense. You know, Jamaica smiles every now and then. And Robert Saleh also just has a light moment when you're talking. Wilks never cracks a smile. He never. He's always like really serious.
He's like Belichick. You will never catch a smile.
Our guys warm up to it. It's okay. They're mature. We don't have any kids anymore. They don't need a coach to hold their hand and laugh and tell them they're cute.
I'll be real with you, Albert. You know who I'm scared of?
Who?
The Jets.
Oh, hey, but that's AFC. You know, we don't, and they're not even on our schedule this year. There's good reason to be afraid of the Jets, or at least. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
But outside of that, I mean, I don't really fear anything about the NFC, our division. I don't think the Eagles are going to go back because they lost a lot of key components that made them them. You know?
Hargrave and the others.
And then Cowboys, I don't see them doing anything. So, unfortunately, you know, the passing of Jerry Jones, you know, that ain't happening anytime soon. I think that man lives off of like a iron lung and life support because that man's
right?
like an unkillable roast.
Him and Keith Richards. You know what? I got a feeling though. Dak something's going to happen to Dak next year. If he has another year, anything like the one he just had, look for Jones to start looking for a quarterback as early as midseason, because he'll say, "Well, I'm a little disappointed in Dak's performances, as you may have noticed lately. If you see me in the booth, I actually slapped two dudes sitting next to me, and I normally don't behave that way." Jerry Jones, I love the camera and all the people in the networks. They know as soon as Dak messes up or the Cowboys mess up, they zoom to the booth when Jerry Jones is having a fit.
100%. They're in Jerry Jones' ear. But you know what? I fear no team other than the 49ers right now.
Yeah.
Because they have, what's his name, Latu? They picked up Latu, who's supposed to be like this very physical, like safety, who's built like a linebacker. He's quick, he's strong, he's aggressive, and he's showing a lot of promise in rookie camp, which is nice. But you know, we got to see if he plays anything, or if he adapts as well as Hufanga or Drake Jackson. You know.
The Lasso is he on our team?
I believe so. Latu, yeah, we picked him up, didn't we?
Yeah, he's a UDFA, right? Yeah, I've got to take a closer look at the UDFAs. I'm hearing about a running back that we picked up UDFA that's just a killer.
Oh, I'll move away. Baby, he's crying because he didn't get a chocolate strawberry.
Oh, no, see, don't do that, Steven. You got to give him his chocolate strawberry. What are you doing?
Well, no, it's my girl. It's his mom that's eating a chocolate strawberry in front of him, and she'll take a bite.
Oh,
and then
mom's being brutal. Oh my God. This is Mother's Day too.
So he's starting to walk now, Rambo. So he's starting to become that part of his phase where he's becoming a little menace. So
Yeah, you know, you got to keep an eye. You're watching the TV with one eye and watching him with the other for any sudden move that's going to do something bad. Yep.
And teething. So he's up at all hours screaming because his teeth hurt.
Yeah,
his
teething.
teeth, but
That's pain.
oh man, Rambo.
You'll survive. It's until 2 years old. Until 2 years old. Yeah.
That's when everything gets a little bit more easier after 2.
Well, no, there's terrible twos, but the terrible two is not as bad as the oh my God one. You know.
It's creeping up. His first birthday is coming up on July 15th, so it's not too far away.
All right. So, pretty soon you're going outside,
But
like every dad does, too early throwing on the football. He's 2.5. He can't catch it yet. Wait.
he's gonna have to. He's gonna have to. He's gonna have to catch the ball. He's gonna do all the crazy stuff at the age of 2.
There you
He's
go.
gonna have to be like George Kittle.
Give him a baseball glove. It's too big for his hand. He can't get it on. throw the fastball. All right. Daddy's going to throw you a slider. Now, what are you going to do? All right.
I'll throw you a knuckle. Get ready. Put some heat on it. You ready?
But, Steven, our secondary is going to look a lot tougher this year. This is what I like the most because we already know the frontline defense is going to do. We already know Fred and company. Nobody needs to tell them anything. Now, you're going to have a well-coached secondary, Steven. Whoa.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, they've always been well-coached, but now, next level.
Here's something I also noticed about the 49ers, too, is that our safeties look stronger than ever.
I know,
And
right?
it's kind of crazy because, the 49ers, Steve Wilks seems confident in the corners that he has already in his slot.
Yep.
But fortifying that safety, that free safety area, man, no, that's we've already got a killer front four, which is Nick Bosa, Javon Hargrave, Drake Jackson, and
don't leave Eric
Kevin
out.
Givens, I believe.
You got Eric. You got Eric Armstead in there,
Armstead.
Mister.
Yeah,
if you take the double teams off me, I will get it done. He's not going to get double teamed now.
That's kind of scary when you think about it. Imagine
It's
being an offensive
tremendous.
Nick Bosa on the left, Javon Hargrave on the outside right. You got Eric Armstead in the middle, and then you also have Kerry Hyder right there breathing down your neck.
No, wait a minute.
And it's
Wait. Don't count out Drake Jackson. Coach is working on Drake Jackson hard, even as we speak. So Drake Jackson could have been that opposite end because Hargrave's going to be in the middle or in the interior.
Well, Drake Jackson rotator for Nick Bosa. I'll put it like that.
You're not going to put Hargrave on the outside. Hargrave is a menace on the inside.
Don't make it work, Ronbo. Don't make it work.
All right, we'll see.
Now, what's interesting to me is that they keep looking for quarterbacks. If you haven't noticed, we're still looking at QBs. And it's
Somebody just gave me a name a minute ago.
Like,
I heard about him. How many quarterbacks? Count the quarterbacks that you know about.
So we've got Trey Lance, Brock Purdy. We have what's his name?
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold. That's 3.
And they picked up a backup for Joe Burrow.
We picked up 5. I just realized there's Thornton and the other guy, but they're for training camp, for rookie, because we didn't have a quarterback for minicamp.
Yeah, that's true.
So you got 5. Oh, those 2 guys. Yeah, we got 5. Thornton though has been bombing the field. I don't know. I haven't heard much about the other guy. Brad Allen.
Yeah, I'm kind of curious as to how it's going to go down because I heard 2 stories. Brock Purdy's elbow looks good. He looks like he could throw. And then I heard there's a major setback. So I don't know what to believe.
Wait. Steven, major setback. When did you hear this?
Major setback, as in he might not come back in the 2023 season. He might come back in 2024.
Wait. When did you hear this? Yesterday? Day before? Today? When did you hear this?
I heard it the day before. The day before.
Wow.
And when I found out that he was doing good, was the same day I found out that, there's a major setback. He might not be ready till 2024.
Oh, man. Okay.
And I'm like, what?
I know that's crazy. I don't know how you went from 24 hours. Okay, that's terrible. But anyway, Steve, we got to run. We got to run. I'll see you Tuesday if you got time, and we'll be keeping a close eye on that. All right, you too. Happy Mother's Day too, fam.
Thank you. Happy Mother's Day to you too, Ronbo.
And tell Mom, and Mom, she's being Mother's Day. Tell her to give that chocolate strawberry to Rome. All right.
Give the baby another chocolate strawberry.
Night, fam.
Well, have a good one.
You do, Steven. That's why I used to, as a kid, I still remember 4 years old. I loved bananas, right? I used to like peel banana. I was that smart. Peel the banana and go, Mom, can I have this? My mom looked at me, no. She took the banana, she ate it right in front of me. I'm losing it. I used to love bananas so much. I couldn't get enough. Hey, it's a big show. It's a big show on tonight. Big show.
Cantaloupe was my favorite.
I know, right?
Still is.
Yeah, there's certain fruits as a kid. And I was told no before I peeled that banana. I'd already asked. You gotta have, some moms are clever, aren't they? They know how to just ruin your life from the time you can actually address a concept. You start thinking and becoming diabolical as a child. Mom was always a step ahead. Since it's Mother's Day, I figure this conversation's okay.
My nieces just amazed me. Like I didn't realize how advanced and smart girls were. Like just.
Oh, God, yes.
Oh my God! Especially in today's age, holy cow!
Yeah, girls, they mature faster than guys anyway, so they're already brain.
Yeah.
By the time we're in second and third grade, that's why they dominate those first couple of years in school, because we're idiots until we catch up.
I mean, my niece is barely turning 3, and she's already knowing her ABCs, or she's counting 20, and she's like, she knows what word letters and shapes are, and everything like that, and it's just amazing.
You want to give her a cell phone and watch what happens.
Oh, she already has a tablet and knows how to use it.
Isn't that crazy? I've seen that on so many cases. I say, you know what is up with children and tech? How come? How did they do? What? Who showed them that?
But yeah, I'm so glad Steve Wilks is going to be up in the booth. I think Kyle Shanahan should take a page off of that playbook right there and get off his high horse and hire an offensive coordinator, because that would have come in handy in an NFC game this past season, especially with that challenge he missed. That's entirely his fault. If he would have had a set of eyes in the booth, he would have had somebody call down right away and tell him, hey, you need to challenge this. I can't believe somebody on the field didn't tell him that.
Oh, you're right. If anybody would have been in the booth, they would have known. Kyle ignored the fact, Jimmy Ward, whoever was over there, was jumping up and down, and Kyle just, let's go, play. Play?
You saw it right there on the sideline. How do you not challenge it?
He was on the other side of the field. Wasn't he on the other side of the field of that play?
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
See, that's why he didn't see it.
And that's exactly why you need a set of eyes in the booth. And that's smart on Steve Wilks' part to be going up in the booth and calling plays.
So do you realize, had he called that play, how that would have changed the whole complexion of what was going on? Things wouldn't happen in the same sequence they did. Brock Purdy is not even on the field the time that guy comes around the corner.
He got hurt.
Yeah, there's so many things that not calling that play affected. Damn it.
He wouldn't have gotten hurt, I believe, if we would have been successful in that challenge.
Because things change. When one event, everything's really connected. And that would have made it so they're not running the play that they ran at the time that they did. Reddick's not coming around that corner at the same time. Everything gets affected by that kind of thing.
Yep.
And we have to listen to you fans say, we'll beat you guys anyway. No, you wouldn't.
I wish Kyle Shanahan would have Steve Wilks' observance that he has as far as if it's not broken, don't fix it, but vice versa for Kyle Shanahan regarding the offensive line. It is broken. It needs fixing. Hello?
Well, I should expect you to come up with something as clever as that. It is fixed. It is broken. Do fix it.
You know, I mean, and I'm glad Steve Wilks is not going to be screwing up what's on the defense, what's going on with the defense right now, because there's really nothing that we need to be concerned about on that side of the ball.
Yeah.
We're pretty much. I don't know why people were tripping over why we did draft a safety. I mean, but for the future,
well, because we
we're
lost
pretty
Mosley.
straight.
We lost Mosley.
Yeah.
Every time we lose somebody, it sends a panic. You know, you lose Mosley and Ward. Ward's been like he's just been the dude for a while back there in the secondary, and all of a sudden he's goodbye, and now we just got Gibson back there. You know, I'm not worried about the box. I was just worried about the center fielder. But we signed Gibson and we got Jair, so I think we're okay. 'Cause I don't know.
Steve Wilks has been. I don't think if we wouldn't have gotten Christian McCaffrey, I don't think Steve Wilks would have accepted the job here. I truly believe that.
That's a good point, huh?
Because he and Christian McCaffrey and Steve Wilks, I'm pretty sure had a huge part in saying to which quarterback to bring in. I know we're not talking about that today, but had a huge say into which quarterback to bring in.
No, and that's a good point, because that's one of the reasons that added whatever Kyle was thinking, that just boosted his thought to the next level. That, you're right. That's why Sam Darnold's in camp.
Hello.
He's asked to play.
So, and that's why they give him that contract. And people are still sleeping on that. And seeing this video of Trey Lance at a game by himself, which is kind of sad, honestly, claiming he's already, he's QB1. He's QB1.
Did you see a clip of Trey at a game by himself? What game was he watching?
Yeah, he was at the Oakland A's game by himself. I kind of felt sorry for him. Like, where's the team at? Where's with him? Like, where's CMC? Where's Kittle? Where's
the Go brothers? You know, CMC, George Kittle, but they added Sam Darnold to their fold. After Jimmy left, they added Sam. So you know, they got a little fraternity working, right? So you wonder, you guys don't talk to Trey. George did give Trey a gift though for his birthday.
You know, believe it or not, that it speaks volumes. It says that's building chemistry on and off the field. You know what I mean? Like, that's important.
Yeah.
Be on the same page. So
you know, that is important. Two offensive players too.
So, yeah, I mean, but our defense seems to be getting it together every year. As far as being on the same page and having a ton of chemistry, but it's our offense that always starts out slow.
I know, you know, and they warm up around week 4. That's why when people say, "Oh, we play Philly right away," no. I want that.
And that's one club that's really starting to piss me off. Like, especially hearing our coach saying that his wife did not have a pleasant experience with the fans over there. And she's not even going to that game this year, he said, when they were doing that thing with Matt Miyoko.
See?
The Eagles game.
That's why I tell you, Eagles fans are the most impolite, medieval,
they're
punk ass.
They're horrendous.
You know, that's the kind of game I would not attend unless I'm with my boys. And I don't take any girls. Because when it gets crazy, I want to get out. Yeah.
Fred Warner's wife even said that she'll never go back to an Eagles game ever again.
You know? They got some sick puppies, boy. I've heard Eagles fans have been famous for that. Eagles fans and Mets fans. Those are games you don't really want to attend. Not unless you're with your crew. You know, but don't be taking any children or wife or anybody like that, because things can get ugly quick.
Hell no.
Guys are idiots.
Yep. Especially in Philly. Oh, my God. That's like no. Do not go to Philly.
Anyway. Well, so...
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Shout out to all the... I'm going to shout out to all the Tonys, Papa Dragons, Merrick, KC, Brumfield's a bum, by the way. Yeah, and all the TNT family, and y'all have a great night, and take care.
Appreciate you, Joe.
I can't wait to see what Jared Brown does. I'm excited about him.
Right? He is looking special already, and he knows he's good. I love it. Confidence.
So, all right. Shout out to everyone. All right, take
All
care.
right, Joe. Have a great night. Hey, Tony, get in here, Falcon man.
Rambo, good evening. I've been having fun in the trap this evening.
And, it is lively in there with the activity from people who don't know what they're talking about. But they do
Exactly.
anyway.
Texas boy, Fruity, Rudy, Ramilia. Gene D wasn't here, but I ain't seen him in a while. But Texas boy and Chrissy, Jim, Kim, Everett, they know nothing about the game of football. They think they do, but they really don't.
They just say things to be getting people pissed off. And Don Burr busting in on the Rev with that. What is going on? God. It's
like I said on your last show, Rambo, Don Burr getting quiet. Don Burr's kind of full of himself right now. But this tells me they might be getting everybody's believing the hype. And what if they're set up for failure and it's the same old sorry?
I give them respect because of how they finished the season. But you know what? I don't know.
Sure.
I want to see. It's just like the Hawks. You seen Gino out there. Everybody wrote me off, but I didn't answer. What is?
Yeah.
Hey, Gino, what happened?
The Hawks are doing it the right way, Rambo.
Yeah.
I think they're going to get another wild card. But believing this hype and that they're going to overtake you guys, these guys in mainstream media are delusional and drunk.
I mean, the Hawks have always, ever since Russell Wilson first came in and Hawks started winning, they've been the media darlings. I've watched this every year since 2014 or so when they really got, the 49ers started sliding and the Hawks started being in the conversation every year for the Super Bowl. And there were some analysts that they could do no wrong. And they want to get back to that as soon as possible, I guess.
Yeah, they're always wrong, Rambo. That's why I don't listen to the you call them analysts. I call them analysts.
But that's what they call themselves. There's some other names I'd like to call them, but yeah.
Yeah. So, they're most of the time they're wrong anyway. So Colin Cowherd is nothing but clown entertainment to me. I like his show because I think he's funny.
Yeah, he is.
You can hear in his voice he's a radio guy. I'll give him that. He's a radio guy, but as far as his football prowess or who's this good, who's that good, he doesn't know what he's talking about. And then when he is right, it's because he's jumping on the bandwagon.
Exactly. And that, show, what is her name? His co-host, the lady that is.
Oh, you talking about Hall of Famer Jason Taylor's sister, Joy?
Joy.
You don't know Joy.
God, Joy burns me up sometimes. My God, it's a Joy. Well, for one thing, the 49ers don't have this, and they've been lacking in this for a long time. So I don't know how anybody thinks, oh, Joy, what are you talking about? You do this every time. What is with you? Because I think there's a problem with her and Jimmy G. I really wonder, did they ever pass and Jimmy snubbed her? Because she just really should get on G. I mean, they haven't even done nothing yet. What are you talking about? The season hasn't even started. God.
And the people that works on these networks, Rambo, you probably know this. Even though I don't watch ESPN no more. Her and like Molly Kiram, all them, the men on those mainstream media shows, they kiss their asses because if they go against them, then their job's in jeopardy. You know what I mean?
I know that they must have made that clear to them, ESPN and all of their brass, right? And Scottie Pippen is Molly's husband.
You said Scottie Pippen?
Yeah. You knew about that, right?
Molly Kiram?
Yeah. Yeah,
when this happened?
Long time ago.
No, that was Jalen Rose. They're divorced now. Jalen Rose, the former Fab Five.
Oh, yeah, maybe right. I thought it was Pippen. Okay. Pippen's married to...
No.
Okay. Anyway, okay. I remember. You're right. And you're right. Jalen Rose, they did have a problem, didn't they? But yeah.
Yep, and yep. But you got to watch what you say to them. They've been, I am woman, watch me roar in our sports. Because if you disagree with them, then
you'll have action committees coming after you. Oh, did we lose Tony? I heard it, that familiar sound. Tony? Ah. Shucks. And Shoney, you were the last guy, so they've already taken down the. Thanks, Terry Dome Isaiah, guys. Yeah, I got it wrong. I thought it was Pippen. All right. Wait, Larsa? Who was? You know, I didn't even know who Pippen was. I had to research. Jalen Rose is the gold standard. Actually, Molly's pretty hot.
What
actually.
happened? I got cut off.
Oh, there you are. Good. Okay. Hey, you know what's really funny,
good.
too?
I'm back.
And the NFL Network, how many guys, including our very own cornerback, Smith, Eric Smith. Wait, is Eric's last name Smith? Yeah.
Eric Davis.
Eric Davis. Eric Davis got fired. Sometimes those guys, I know they be around there sleazing about, and you know the girls go tell on your ass. So you know, as soon as they hear about that, okay, well he's done. They don't care. They've lost more guys.
That's what happened to Ike Taylor. That's what happened to Ike Taylor, the former Steeler, and Marshall Faulk. That's what happened to them.
Yeah. You know,
Marshall Faulk was an excellent analyst.
You know, and you can't leave the ladies alone. You got to. You know what, though? I blame them. You know, don't mess with the ladies. I don't care how good they look. Just say you look nice today and keep walking. Don't stop.
Yep.
You know? God. Harassment.
Yep, treat them as men. That's what they do. Harassment. So, hello?
And Tony, how about, I was going to say, GB will point out, Michael Irvin. You know what, though? Michael Irvin has had problems with his social conduct before NFL Network even started. These guys, they got life, nothing but a good time. Just behave. They just can't do it.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. You got to be professional. That's why I like it. You remember the old days, Chris Berman and Tom Jackson?
Yeah.
And Tom Jackson retired right before the season of the Atlanta Falcons season. He retired right after the Hall of Fame, sir. He was retired. I'm like, man, what? It's all of a sudden, it ain't no health scare. It's because of all this wokeness and all these changes. He got out of there 29 years. All you do was one more. He would have had his 30 years. But he did 29 years with ESPN and got out of there. Tom Jackson was an excellent analyst.
I remember Tom. God.
Yep. Him and Chris Berman together, man. Those were the good old days.
You know, I tell you, I don't know. I just can't. Oh, well, somebody mentioned MJ Acosta. That girl is knocked dead hot, right? And I guess she got nobody in trouble yet. Because, you know, them dudes be standing next to her doing those, looking at the graphs and pictures and stuff. They remain professional. So, you know, watch it. Watch them out.
She's married to a Marine. She's married to a Marine. I don't think that's going to happen with her. She's pretty cool, but still, you got to stay professional at all times. And if you like the ladies, get off the clock and go mess with the ladies. Don't mess with the ladies at work. Don't do it. Don't do
Tony, even off the clock, there's probably some restrictions and rules. Guys, what we like to do, in order to remain professional around here, I don't want to see any riffs on the air with people mingling in romantic fashion, if you understand what I'm saying. So it is prohibited, subject to release. We'll just let you know that right now. We're not going to have lawyers come in and beat us. We know what our rights. And that's it. And can you see it? What? You guys got a problem like that around here?
Hey, Ronbo, you were talking about your new defensive coordinator, Steve Wilks, his coaching style. And I think it'd be good for you guys because he's a no-nonsense guy.
Yes.
They're going to love that, though.
I know, right? And, you know, go out after the game and have a good time. I mean, D'Amico, you can tell D'Amico was just like the guys on the team. He's only a few years older than him anyway, right? So D'Amico was a party coach with him. He's having a great time, big smiles all the time. And they come off the field and D'Amico's giving you a high five and tearing you up, just about to throw you down on the ground. He's so excited about the play you just made. Robert Saleh had a guy that was paid to hold him back off the field, which is somebody that Sean McVay needs. But anyway, but Wilks is going up in the booth. He's serious. I want to make sure I'm going to put my guys in the best position to win this game. We could rah-rah later. I like that.
Oh, the Carolina Panthers loved him last year. That's why, like you and I was talking about, he should have been strongly considered for that job.
I have no
He
idea.
did a good job in Carolina.
Damn
when he
right.
took over. He really did.
They
Yeah.
looked good after he got in there and got things and disciplined and running right. I can't understand that. Wright failed
They beat us.
in Indiana.
They beat us. Yep. And then he went up to Seattle, and not one but two running backs went over 100 yards on that Seattle defense.
See, they've not really addressed that yet. That's why I understand. We're a club that loves to run. We've got some of the most premier runners in the game. Even our wide receivers are runners. I mean, a tight end, once he get out in the flat with the ball, get out of the way or get hurt. So what do you?
And they got a good young defense too. They've been drafted in the last few years. They got some good defensive players like Burns and Johnson and a couple other guys up there. Shaq
Mason.
I forgot that kid.
Is it
Shaq Mason?
Not Mason.
Yeah, the linebacker out of Washington.
His name is, yeah.
They got some players.
You know, that's why I just remembered, when we were getting ready to play the Panthers last year, I was a little concerned. That's why people say, oh, Ronbo, man, you were scared of the Panthers. I remember their defense was playing at a very high level at that particular time. That's why I was concerned. I watched the week before, like I always do. I watched the team we're going to play the next week. The Panthers were just not dead tough on defense. I said, man, y'all better need to chill out. Ain't going to be no wipeout here because the Panthers defense, and they lost that one guy we didn't have to face up against in that game the following week. I was so delighted. Whew, we got away.
Yep, they two corners. The two corners. They got Brian Burns, the defensive end for Florida State.
And?
Yamir Gross Matos out of Penn State. Derek Brown, the all-pro defensive tackle out of Auburn, who played next to the kid that you guys just got from us. Remember I told you he was a bust?
Yeah, the tackle.
Yep. So
hey, Tony.
Yeah, they got a good. Yeah.
Tony, one question because we're running out of time. But listen, what was the name of the linebacker or safety? Name a linebacker, safety, and a cornerback. One guy. He had a very funny name, but that dude was just everywhere. He might have been a corner.
You talking about Dante Jackson, corner from Carolina?
Wait, name another one.
J.C. Horn.
Maybe
C.J. Henderson, all
was Jackson.
All former #1 picks.
My God, he was
Dante
killing.
Jackson.
I was watching him. I said, maybe how you go throw the ball? Listen, guys, I tell Bernie, man, fam, I don't know about this, man. We don't steamroll the Panthers, man. That defense is sharp. Oh, they got CMC.
And they're young.
Man.
And they're young. Rambo, they got all first, second, and third round picks on their defense.
Man.
And they all been drafted in the last 3-4 years. They're all young.
Well, we don't have to pay them this year, Tony. You do twice. I tell you what.
Well,
I'll see.
That's all right. We got ballers now.
There you go. You're ready for them.
Yeah, and Texas boy, your ass. Rambo, I predicted in the chat, the Cowboys, Dak Prescott will get benched by the end of November for the rest of the season. Don't throw too many picks. After the season, Mike McCarthy will be fired and Dak Prescott will be cut. That's right, Texas boy. I'm saying it on the air.
As a matter of fact, Texas boy, you're going to get released as well. There you go. Tie it all together.
And the Rams will be 3-4 team for the Rams.
Shoot. Tony, I see you.
I'm not joking about that. I'm serious about that.
I agree. The Rams got no business talking. Anyway, I'll see you Tuesday.
Yes, sir. We'll see you Tuesday, and we'll talk some more about our draft picks.
Looking forward to it, Tony.
Minicamp.
All right.
All right, take care.
Night, Tony. A little bit of Jalen to the rescue for a chat that's out of control tonight. Hey, yo, Jalen.
Y'all irrelevant. Rams, y'all some bombs. Seahawks haven't won a ring in 10 years and counting. I know that can't be fun. Man, Ronbo, what's the word, man?
Add the Cowboys to the mix next time as well. Because Texas boy, it's a season started, and Texas boy's lost his mind. Anyway, you know.
What is he a fan of?
I know.
That's
the Cowboys.
Cowboys?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
Yeah, that's comical. How many times have we set the Cowboys packing? Last 2 years.
But how many times have you seen the Cowboys in the championship game?
They've won playoff game, I think. They've won one playoff game in since '95.
That's I don't understand Cowboys fans, Ronbo. They're comedical. They worse than Rams. They worse. Man, honestly, yeah, they worse than Rams.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie.
I think they'll be corrected this year, Cowboys, and the Rams got a rude awakening this year, so I'm looking forward to that. And Rudy made the mistake of letting me know where his Twitter is. Some of the other people on his team Rumelia now on Twitter, and we go back and forth. By the way, Rudy, you notice I had no respect for y'all. For 2 days, I've not responded to your bizarre comments. I'm gonna go another 2. I'm gonna be the adult in the room.
What do you do, Rambo? What do you do? I get him for you. What do you do?
Rudy claims that since they are the best team in L.A., that he made the 49ers the best team in California since they recently won.
Hold on, Rambo. Wait. Time out, brother. Hold on. Time out, brother. Time out.
He said it.
See,
he said it.
What I will not do, and see, this is what I've come to realize about Rudy and Gene D and these other Rams Seahawks fans. What I'm not about to do is sit up here and be a bully to somebody who's mentally, a little. That's what I'm not gonna do. That's what I'm not gonna do, Ronbo. See what it seems like. What it seems like is Rudy. He's a little, one of God's special angels. So clearly, Ronbo, you haven't been telling me this. You've been letting me come in here. You've been letting me make fun of the mentally disabled, and that's not cool, Ronbo. I don't make fun of the mentally disabled.
Well, they should be on their medication, or if their parents don't know where they are, they're supposed to be doing that. That's not our fault.
Yeah, these are guys that are in their 50s that are still being watched by their parents. Like clearly,
wearing a helmet.
Yeah, helmet on, beard, drooling, adult diapers. I
mean, seriously, some of the things. I mean, you guys. Yeah, well, we won the most recent Super Bowl. The Santa Clara club hasn't done anything like that, other than beating them every year for the last 4 years. That doesn't count. Well, it doesn't matter. They're Mr. Regular season, but when it comes to winning the big game, you won one big game in 4 years. What are you talking about?
Hey, Ronbo. Aside from that, and let's just take that NFC Championship game away. Rudy, what other game do y'all have against us in recent years? You don't have any. That's it. You got one game. Yeah, it was big. Biggest game that could have happened. God knows if y'all would have been like the Eagles and made it there and lost, oh my God. But you got the job done. And then in 100 plus years of NFL football season, you got 2 rings from 2 separate states. From 2 separate states, Rambo.
Yet he refers to us as the Santa Clara 49ers.
You gave your soul away. Y'all gave y'all souls away for those rings, Rambo. Left the cupboard bare. Gave up everything. You gave your keys to the house away. You gave your keys to the house in Missouri away to get the ring with Kurt Warner. You moved away 20 years later. You gave away Jared Goff. You gave away first-round picks. You brought in Matt Stafford. You brought in Jalen Ramsey. You brought in Von Miller. You sold your souls, and you got that one ring, and now look at you.
Now you're talking
trash. Ain't finna do nothing. Ain't finna do nothing.
10 years. Got to go before you
see, Rambo, this is the difference between us and the Rams. We win a ring, and we build off of that. They win a ring, and they go away. That's their culture. They buy rings, Ronbo. They buy championships.
That's the kind of organization they are. It's not about sustainability or dynasty building or anything like that. We just want
to be able to say, "Hey, we won a ring.
We won one. Yes, we hired every mercenary available in the NFL.
Hey, we won 2. Yeah. I mean, Ronbo, everybody's gonna win a ring eventually. Eventually.
No, not the Cardinals. Wait a minute, Jalen. That's a good question. How many teams have not Lions, Cardinals,
Texans, Titans, the Colts, the Jags, pretty much that whole division, Rambo.
Yeah, the Vikings haven't won one yet either, have they?
Yeah, the Vikings. It's like about the Falcons. Yeah, it's a handful of teams. Jesus, that's sad, Rambo. It's some teams that haven't even been there before.
Yeah,
That's sad, man. That's really sad.
Well, it speaks for the organization.
God.
That's why you look at Detroit and see how many big. We're looking at one of the greatest running backs of all time, and Billy left. Also, they had one of the greatest wide receivers of all time. They didn't retire. They quit. They quit.
All y'all other 49ers fans in here, y'all need to leave Rudy and Marketing Pro alone. This man clearly needs help. Clearly he needs help. And I refuse to come in here and be a part of bullying somebody who's not able to mentally defend himself. I'm not doing that. He can't help it, Rambo. He can't help how he is. He can't help it. He didn't ask to be born like that.
Mm-hmm.
He didn't ask to be born like that, Rambo. He can't help it. So, Rudy, from the bottom of my heart, man, I'm praying for you.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, because I misjudged you, Rudy. I just thought that you was making fun of people. Dude, you seriously got problems. And I apologize for that. Let me pray for you. And keep doing my prayers.
I mean,
because God knows.
We put up the numbers, the stats, all the information you need to definitely, if you're going to present a case, you need to have evidence. He brings things, he makes things up. He starts calling you by the Santa Clara team, you're our little younger brother down. Rudy, if anything, the Rams we're not brothers. You guys are the nephews and nieces of the 49ers. I mean,
they're the middle child. They're the middle child.
There's no comparison.
Yeah, Ronbo, I don't really have to say anything about Seattle. I let Tom deal with them. I mean, Ronbo, when was 2013? That was 10 years ago. Been a while, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's gonna be another
I
one.
mean, Gene D. I told you, my brother, Pete Carroll ain't getting no younger. He ain't getting no younger. And you can't replace Black Panther with Luke Cage. You think that you can come in here with Geno Smith and replace him? Y'all think y'all can replace Russell Wilson with Geno Smith? You're delusional. If Russell Wilson couldn't get a ring done in the last 10 years, what makes you think Geno Smith can do it?
Finish him off. We gonna holler. We gonna go.
Man, Rambo, because at the end of the day, we still the kings of the West. Kyler, we need a 2-year rest. And them nasty, sticky, disgusting Rams gonna keep on crying because the 49ers gonna beat up that. But let's not forget, y'all, the Raiders, Nick Mullins, man, wet behind the ear, mama titty still in his mouth, young, still young. Beat y'all on national TV. Still got my man, Rambo. I'm talking about didn't have a lick of facial hair on his face, fresh out of college. Yeah. Nick Mullins beat him on national TV. How y'all feel about that, Raiders?
How do you feel like? Well,
Hey, Eagles fan. Adrian, I couldn't get it done against Patrick, Adrian. I didn't get the ring. I'm sorry.
And to your point, the Rams got thrown out pretty much out of the whole system or out of the whole picture. They are now living in the pit of misery. We want to shout out to the pit of misery where you'll be down there for an indefinite period of time in them cold, climby, slimy walls drinking Bud Light. One of the worst beers in America. All right.
Man, Ronbo, let me get up out of here, Ronbo. And once again, Rudy, I apologize to you, my brother. I had no clue about your disability, so I apologize for that, man.
Oh, Jalen, look forward to hearing from you Tuesday. Have a great night. Happy Mom's Day. Well, I'm now, what the Rams do, fans, they like to see how far they can go because they know what they're saying is just ridiculous. Nothing truth about what they're saying. So they try to get at you to make you crazy. And they have made me crazy on several different occasions. I want to apologize to 49 fans to see me losing it on Twitter. I try to do it in a civil fashion, but you can tell I'm not happy. So I'm gonna stop. I'm gonna do my best to stop. I made that claim 3 days ago, and I kept going. I'm gonna do my best. I promise. I mean, I really promise. You gotta rise above that crap. But hey, I'll see you Tuesday. Let's talk some more 49 football. Thanks for the contributions, fam. I never forget to let you. Thank you very much for that. Hit the like and please subscribe. We want to be able to find you when we start talking about 49 football. It's time.